Are we collecting buttons now?
We collect whatever people give us. This episode is brought to you by yours truly, Matt Norton of Remax Bell Park. For all of you, for all of your real estate needs, call me 860-428-6534. Your dreams are my job. The Community Workbench podcast is now starting their Spread the Love campaign for the month of February and beyond. If you have a little extra, try and keep all the local food banks in your mind. This is their lean months, and they could definitely use it for this cold winter. Anything that you have a little extra of will go so far. And now, welcome to the Community Workbench. This is Matt Norton and Kyle Morrissey. We are your hosts of the #1 podcast in my basement. At the bench, we try to repair the sense of community. So every week, we bring you small businesses, entrepreneurs, community leaders, charities, and pretty much whoever we feel like talking to. And today, we feel like talking to Friends of Assisi. We have Mindy. Hi, Mindy.
Nice to be here.
We have Jean.
Thank you for inviting us again and not being bored with us
Of
for
course.
years.
And this year, we have Jen.
I'm back. I took a year off.
She's back.
They're all coordinated with the same sweatshirt on. It's great.
Oh yes, we heard the theme for the month.
Spread the love.
Spread the love.
So, yeah, it's the only Valentine's Day thing I partake in.
Thank you.
It's like not into it otherwise.
It's too cold.
So, how's it going? How has your year gone? How was like Thanksgiving's your Super Bowl, obviously, where you guys hand out a lot. How was
Yeah.
that?
Well, did you enjoy your experience helping
Of
us?
course.
We love having you and Kyle there. It's really nice having you both.
You guys were like the morning crew.
Yeah,
Get like the
we're morning fellas.
Yep.
Usually we're drunk by noon. Thanksgiving.
I went back to work.
Me too. But Thanksgiving,
Ish.
I mean, that's prime the pump.
Oh, you were leaving for Maine.
Well, we do have a party the night
right.
of distribution.
Nice.
But I think the tallies was like over 300.
Oh,
this
yeah,
year.
way
It was
over
really
300.
closer to 350. I want to say,
Yeah.
which was way up.
I want to
this
say it was
year.
past 350, yeah.
And you had the same, I mean, they get a turkey, they get a huge box of food,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
big banana boxes of food,
Yep.
plus bags on the side of
You could
produce.
tell us how much they weighed. You carried them.
Yeah.
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 Lugged to the
Just
car.
like that volume of food for 300 is
Well, we start gathering quite a ways in advance, and this year we had a little bit of anxiety because we were getting less than we thought from the food share. So I figured we'd have at least 350 families, and we were around there. And they were going to give us, I think, 47 turkeys. So, so that means we had to gather that many turkeys, which I rely on the community, and they're wonderful. And it's just a matter of trying to store them, because if they all come from the food bank like they used to, we used to get 200 from the food bank. We get them in the morning before, the day before distribution. So then we put them on a truck that is given to us for the weekend by Long Hearth Pond. They give it to us every year, Steve Dugas. And so we put it on that truck, and then they're in great condition, and we give them out on Tuesday. But
it's a refrigerated thing, or
it's not refrigerated. The turkeys all keep each other cold.
Oh, okay.
Plus, if you think about it, it's like Tuesday's
Usually
the
the weather
distribution, so they
Yeah,
should start.
so we get
like-
it Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a little bit. Yeah.
But meanwhile, then we have to collect them. So we've ended up having, it used to be just Bousquets and our freezers. And now, like everyone in the town, we have the
Yeah.
Elks Club, Bousquets.
Giant pizzas,
giant
pastas,
pizza,
turkey, church, Mortlake.
Like, we need a list. I was going to tell you, whenever I have trouble sleeping at night, what do I need? Oh, I need Jen to make a list of where all our turkeys are.
Where are all the
So, yeah, where are all the turkeys? And I even texted the other day. I go, do we have any turkeys left someplace? Because I have an empty chest freezer at home that we have bought just for storing of turkeys, too. But she said, no, we're almost done. We're almost dwindled down. So that's a part of it that I think is a little more stressful, is just trying to get all the stuff together. But it always falls into place. And people have a tremendous amount of food. They have fresh produce and squash and pickles and olives, and they just have anything that you would want on your Thanksgiving table. They
This year,
have
and there's
that.
always like a couple problems. Like this year, it was pies. Like,
Damn the
Always the
Darn.
pie.
yeah,
darn pies.
pies. We
those
could. The people who used to
pies.
give us the pies were like, "Oh, we don't have any pies."
Oh,
Yeah, there was
no.
like a shortage on fruit.
There's a
this
pie
year.
shortage. Yeah, like for real.
Oh yeah.
Fruit
So we had to go all over the place
Yep.
looking for pies because
Yeah.
we have the money for them. Sorrel's Garage every year and probably for the last 25 years has donated money for our pies.
Shout
Wow.
out to Sorrel.
Yeah. So yeah, and there's so many people that you can't even mention all the people because there's so many that just every year they help us out. And so we had the money for the pies, but it's just a matter of trying to
No
find
pie,
them
and get a
Yeah.
good price.
And
And
get a
yeah,
good
It
price.
was a challenge.
And Table Talk does donate pies, which is wonderful, but it's not the ones on the menu. It's, cherry
It was-
nut pie.
It was
And Table
raspberry
Talk
walnut or
was
something.
Something weird.
That sounds good. I'm
Yeah.
a pie guy.
Yeah.
No, but it
Just
wasn't
any
really
pie.
raspberry.
And sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato, which is a version of
That's
pumpkin.
And
more
these
like a
guys-
dinner
Right.
pie.
Yeah.
not a dessert.
It's hearty.
But I lived in
Getting
Houston.
hungry just talking about it.
Yeah,
I
right.
can eat
I
pie.
like pie too.
You wrap it in pastry, I'll eat it.
A little sugar.
Little
Yeah.
little
I mean,
sugar.
pie can be breakfast. That's
Pie
fine.
can be breakfast pie.
Yeah.
Mincemeat pie.
Yeah.
Down with that too.
Not so much the mincemeat, but anyhow. But sweet potato pie, that's what they made back in Houston when I lived in Houston
Oh.
years ago before I moved
Houston,
to Connecticut.
Texas.
Yeah.
Is that where you were like born and raised?
No, I was
Oh.
born in the Adirondacks. Yeah.
Wow.
Born in the Adirondack Mountains, and I was born in the same hospital as Rachel Ray.
Oh,
But
good for you.
Much
That's a credential.
Actually, she went to Lake George High School,
Oh,
so
Okay.
I got to see. So she does a fundraiser for Lake George High School every year. So I got to go to one of her shows there. My nephew had gotten me tickets, and me and my mom. So I was raised in upstate New York, and then went to Houston to be with my boyfriend, who we later broke up because I met my husband, who took the
I'm trading up. Sorry.
he
I think
took
that
the-
detail could have been better worded.
I don't know how you gonna say it after all these years later. He got on a bus in Danielson and went all the way to work as a nurse in Houston, and that's where I met him. Was that we were at the same hospital, and he fell in love with me, of course. So
Of course. Who can't?
The humility on this one.
Incredible.
Honestly.
I'm
That's why
hoping
he loves
he's.
her.
And then we ended up back here in Danielson, and the rest is history. Yeah.
Wow. I'm actually really glad you guys come on and tell because this is such a large coordinated effort.
Oh
Everything
yeah.
that you guys do, especially around Thanksgiving. I mean, it's at the St. James
Gymnasium,
and
yeah.
that's filled with food and volunteers. And for 2 days, one day
Just the one
distribution.
day.
But,
Yeah.
One
3
day,
days
but-
leading
but
up
it's like
to it.
3 days of prep
Three-
work and
Three
And
food
3
drive
months before
days.
that.
And we start, registering people and we start way in advance. But we have to be like a sisterhood, and we're like true sisters. One day we're a little annoyed with each other.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, after she
I did
made
it.
you
I
fall
don't
in love
know.
with her.
Right.
But then
It is
between-
hard, and then sometimes one of us will have like get an idea in our head, and so
Yeah.
we try to honor each other, even if it's like sometimes we're like that doesn't
Like,
make
they have-
any sense.
They have so much grace for me. You're probably talking
No,
about me, right?
sometimes, I'm sure sometimes I
No.
come up with stuff like
Yeah.
I have my things too. It's more mine's more with just the regular guests on the regular basis.
Yeah.
I'm just want to help them all, So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sometimes you all are like, no, they were just here last week. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So it works. Jen is super, super efficient,
Oh my God, yeah.
and Mindy's super, super laid back, and I.
So lazy is what.
No.
I'm
Lazy
just
is
kidding.
not the word I would
I'm
use.
just teasing.
Not lazy, no. And I'm super attention deficit, and and then the combination just really works because I cannot be more blessed to have these guys with me because what we accomplish is because we're all a team.
Are you gonna cry?
No,
Don't cry. Don't cry.
Dude, don't do that. So
another
but
glass
she's
of
right.
wine, I might
know,
cry.
exactly.
Gonna have some water now.
And thank you for bringing the wine, by the way.
Happiness.
It's
In
delicious.
spite of the wine. But I think it works, and I think we all know different people, and we
Yeah.
all could tap into our different friends and family, and
Yeah.
we do, like
Yeah.
my husband got rid of those mattresses, and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
we just have so many people that we can lean on, and so it just makes the work
Yeah.
Yeah.
lighter for sure.
Let's mention that the food pantry is at 77 Water Street, Danielson, Connecticut, and they're open for food assistance Tuesdays and Fridays, 9 a.m. to 11.
Yep.
And the donations can be dropped off during those times as well.
During those
Correct.
times, and on Monday mornings, if we have a truck or we have volunteers stocking shelves and things like that, they can come during those times, 9:30 to 11. And then Thursday, Jen has 7 deliveries, I believe, on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
When she goes on vacation, it's nerve wracking.
Yeah.
I have to fill in, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
It's
Yeah.
not that bad. It's a well-coordinated dance.
Very
Yes,
well
it's-
coordinated.
Yeah, Thursdays I'm there from like 9 to 12, so we can
Yeah.
accept donations then too.
And we'll also mention that the table is now down for the weather.
Yes.
So that
For the weather.
we're not just
The
leaving
tables
stuff
under
there.
the weather.
So,
Right.
Yes.
so we can't just leave stuff there.
encouraging people to purge somewhere else, or
Yeah.
hang on to it,
So-
for a little bit.
I mean, we started the table. I mean, the table was a good
I love
idea,
the
and
table.
the table has been great. I mean, we started it during COVID. It was kind of a way to, just because we weren't there and like there was the separation, you didn't want to be around people, and it was just kind of like a way and an opportunity for us to leave some of the extra, breads or fruits and things that we had extra. That it was like, let's just put it out on the table and see what happens. Like, it was nothing. We were not putting anything out to be spoiled, but it was just an idea to just see. And I mean, I
It really took
swear.
off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Took
I was convinced that people had cameras on.
No, they
it.
do. They like drive
Because
by.
like it was like you would put something out, I'd walk back in the building and it would be gone. I'd
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where did that person come from?
That
It was like-
apartment complex,
it-
they have binoculars.
it was amazing. And then people would be like, "What are you putting out today?" And it's like,
And I would
like-
post it sometimes.
yeah, and so it just became
Yeah.
kind of a great exchange, because if we weren't open, people would put stuff on the table, like food wise, to put on the table to share with the community, and then like we would also put out food. I mean, it's grown into a lot of
Yeah.
other things
Yeah.
that have
Yeah.
shown up on the table, but I mean, it goes someplace most
Yep.
of the times.
And we were there all through COVID,
Yeah.
but not everybody was comfortable coming to
Correct.
the pantry.
Right.
So we would put stuff on the table, and then people could just
Yep.
feel comfortable walking by and getting it.
Yep.
But that table has a long history. In the beginning, someone stole that table.
Yep.
I don't know
Wow.
if you
Then
remember
we had
that
to chain
story.
it down.
It ended up. I want to say somebody
St.
just wanted
James.
to borrow it. No,
They
yeah,
stole
twice.
it twice.
Somebody wanted to use it at St. James, and then somebody wanted to use it at George's Galley to eat,
Yeah.
because they wanted to sit outside,
Oh.
and
But-
they just never made it back. to
George's
us.
Gallery doesn't have outdoor seating. Well, we'll just use this table.
We'll borrow this table.
So-
It just never made it
And
back.
then one time I went there and it was missing, and then someone called me. Someone called me and they said, "Hey, your table's at St. James. It's in the gate." It was on the inside of the gate, shoved through it and stuck in the gate. I'm like, "Oh wow,
Wow.
there's our table." So then we put a lock on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we got the chains. Chained her down.
Chained it down, yes.
Went okay.
So anyhow, it is, just so people know, it is going to be out every Thursday morning at 9:30 for extra
For a couple of hours,
food,
yeah. For
bread,
we have. Yep.
odds and ends. People can help themselves on Thursday mornings.
Nice.
Yeah. And in the meantime, we can't accept any donations in front of the building, on the side of the building, or whatever,
Behind the building.
behind the building.
Doorways.
But people can come while we're open, and we're looking
Yeah, we like it
for.
when the people
We're
are
actually
open.
looking for new blankets during the cold months, because
Oh,
people
sure.
are asking for them, and they're cold, and we get a lot of homeless people, and so. I was just thinking about.
Anywho.
I was thinking about.
Michelle?
Yeah, I was thinking about one of our homeless people, and I was so proud of myself. I was mailing the letters, and I was sitting in my car, and I always take a picture because I want to check into the girls and let them know that, look at, I signed these letters and I'm going to mail them. Because one time, a long time ago, we lost letters that the girls had typed up and they got all ready for me and then they disappeared. And
We lost.
I was going to say that, but I figured one of you guys.
It's not part of the week.
anyhow, so I have a room in my house we call it a pilot room, but it's really my home office. And somehow they got lost in there. So now what I do is I take a picture at the mailbox, but this time I did it in my car because it was freezing out. And I look up, and there was this girl waving to me, and I roll the window down. She goes, I'm so cold, I'm freezing, and I don't have a place to stay. I don't have anything to eat. And we recognized who it is. I go, well, where's your boyfriend? Well, he just went to detox. And where's your mother? Their stories are they're so sad. They're really sad, but
She's an angry elf,
Yeah,
She's
it should. A little bit.
yeah, but that day she
it doesn't
wasn't.
change it, but it's just,
Yeah, and I know that she is because we've let her use the phone before and stuff like that. But
And
never
then we
mind.
get these weird phone calls back.
We got, hey, someone called me from this
Calling her
number. I'm like,
dealer.
No one called me from this number. Don't say that.
Why can't we say it? I mean, it's true. So, right, don't let people borrow
So
your phone.
anyhow,
So
But
word to the
The
wise.
two cents.
what happened was I said, okay, meet me at Pizza Pizzazz, and I'll get you a slice of pizza and a soda. And that's not the same girl. That took
Is that the one who told you she wanted Chinese instead?
Oh God.
So I said, no, I'd rather Chinese.
That was
I'm
that.
sorry,
Sorry, that was
sorry.
actually another homeless girl that did that. She kind of tricked me a little bit. And usually, I pride myself on not being
I mean,
tricked. But
she gets choices too.
Don't want pizza today. I want Chinese.
so I brought her
Yeah.
to Pizza Pizzazz, and I got her a slice of pizza, and it was just so sad. And I was like, "Well, where's your blankets? We gave you blankets." And she was like, "They got wet." And I go, "Well, can't you go to your mom's house to eat?" And she goes, "I have a no trespassing now because of what's his name, her boyfriend." And
Yeah, you don't need to drop that name.
yeah.
No,
Anyhow, so I just, and then she wanted to make sure she had blue cheese dressing to go with her slice. And I just started thinking, it's just like, even if you're homeless, you just want your things to be the way you like them to be. So I ordered and I had to pay extra money for that. Not that I care about that, but they gave me the wrong kind. I go, no, please, it's the wrong kind. I go, what kind did you want? She's blue cheese. Go over, I give her that. Sat with her for a while and talked to her. She got kicked out of the no free shelter
Oh, wow.
for being mean to the other girl that wanted the Chinese food. That time I gave her pizza money.
Well, the girl she gave the pizza money to before, that was a cautionary tale.
That was
Because you gave her the money and dropped her at Pizza Pizzazz, and she
waited in the car. I said, "Go get your pizza."
She
and
went in
soda."
one door and went out the other.
I go, "Where are you
took
going?"
the
She
money
goes,
and
"I
split.
decided to get Chinese."
Yeah. So
Anyhow, this time I went in the store with this girl in the restaurant and sat with her and talked to her. I tell you, God gives you an amazing amount of grace because she hadn't really been that friendly to us or thankful or grateful. And this day she was very grateful. She was very grateful, very thankful. Really enjoyed dipping her pizza in the blue cheese dressing and stuff. It just really enlightened me that being homeless doesn't mean that you don't want and crave the things you want. And anyhow, I kissed her on her head and said, I'll be praying for you when I left. But you just, I don't know. I mean, you have the compassion, but it does wear on you
Sure,
because you
sure.
just, there's not always something you can do.
yeah.
Right.
There's not always something you can do. And that night I didn't sleep well because I kept thinking, should I go look for her? I just bought these new blankets that I was going to bring to the pantry. Should I look for her? And finally I fell back to sleep, but it's just like, I think we all go through that. We just have these moments with our
well,
clients.
there's certain people who
Yeah.
do affect us more than others, and then that's where we have the grace for each other too. Because I'm like,
Right.
no, I really feel like we have to go above and beyond a little bit, and
Right.
you do the same thing, and
Yeah.
you too, and it's just
I'm sure you have to set a certain boundary too.
do.
Of like, okay, I did everything I could.
Yeah.
It's now time for them to help themselves, or
Yeah.
we're,
But,
it's just
yeah.
more to do. Yeah.
I mean, if you're getting into fights with people at the no free shelter, that's a certain amount of taking
Right.
it for
She's
granted.
angry out.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
she's just like she's and
I feel like if you're afforded that on a, these nights have been what, -5,
God,
-10, and to me, it's like you just be quiet and sleep
Right. And be
enjoy
happy
the
you
warmth
have-
while you're
yeah.
there.
no, this
Yeah.
doesn't.
Mm.
There's addiction involved too, so that doesn't help. You
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because it
Yeah.
just does change their personalities.
Is there, do any of them get a feeling of competition with whatever you're handing out? Does that ever happen?
Rarely.
Like they
I think
fight
you
over?
used to. She's very. Jean will say that a lot too. She'll be like, "We can't give this person this because then they're gonna tell all their friends," and
Right.
and not too much of that. I don't know if that used to happen, but most people are just thankful and they'll just sort of
Yeah.
We try to keep everything
discreet. Yeah.
the same as much
For
as
sure.
possible.
Right, right, right.
But we allow them to ask for a little of this, a little
Right.
of that. Oh, do you have any sugar? Do you have any coffee? We have certain ones
Yeah,
that
black
are
olives. Like it's just
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah,
like
it
these
is.
Right.
funny little things that they want. And so if we have it, we'll take a minute. I'll say if you can wait,
Yeah,
well,
we'll
when
check
we
and
have a
see.
minute, we'll go
check
look.
and see.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week we had gym owner Amy Fama on, the one on Main Street in Danielson,
Oh boy, yeah.
Underdog Union, and we were talking about diets, and I was just like, I think it's a human rights thing that nobody should have to live without chocolate.
Not wrong. It's got caffeine, sugar. It checks all the boxes, right?
Well, and I'm like a 80 and up percentage when I pick out like a good chocolate. Like I like the real cacao, so that's actually a very healthy thing. So.
Yeah. We know what to get them next time.
I wasn't hinting in that direction at all.
Write that down.
Sharing the wine is more than enough. Thank you very
And
much.
chocolate goes with wine.
Yeah, that's right. That does pair
That's
well.
actually how I started drinking red wine. I didn't drink it before, and
Oh.
somebody was like, "Oh, pair it with some
Oh, for
chocolate."
sure.
And
Yeah.
then now it's like a bottle to every couple of chunks. Just kidding. I'm not that
Good
bad.
ratio.
Yeah, I mean, I will have to say, so like a lot of the clients, like even newer clients that will come in or guests, that they will like as we're handing them like 5, 6 bags of food, they're like, oh, like I feel
Right.
like their expectation is set pretty low when they come to us, like because they're like they're nervous, they don't know what
Yeah.
they're gonna get, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, and I'm like, if you need to take a couple trips, you can take a couple trips, and they're like, oh, there, and it's like, then they, they are very grateful, and it's like they're just, and there's a lot more younger people. I feel like, younger 20s, and just it's not your
There's no-
veterans or like it's just it's
There's no like set, right? It's not your. We
No.
have
Yeah.
people that I think we all, when we say, "Oh, people at a food pantry," and then I'm sure images pop up in people's minds.
the
Yeah,
stereotype,
there's-
yeah.
And we
Yeah.
we do see some of that. You know what I'm saying? Just what you would consider. But I have met like the nicest people. Like
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
it's a
would hang out.
huge, diverse demographic
Absolutely.
that are falling on hard times. I
Absolutely.
mean, there's
Yeah.
so many ways right now
Yep.
to fall on hard times.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And fall into addiction that
Yep.
you would never even suspect.
Or you have
would
it.
be-
Well, just your spouse or your roommate becomes ill or passes away, and then you're 2 incomes to 1 income all of
Right.
a sudden.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a high number. I forget. It's like 80 or 90% of all bankruptcies are from medical. So the medical,
Wow,
a
that
lot of
makes
times,
sense.
is
Brutal.
not something
Yeah.
you can control.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
We had a family member that got an infection, and it was like, I mean, they had insurance, but it was like a $90,000 hospital bill.
Wow.
They were in there for 9 days. They had
Wow.
insane antibiotics
That
to
is
clear up the
insane.
infection, and the infection is nothing you could avoid. It's
Right.
just they're everywhere. So, yeah, there's so many ways to fall on hard times,
Absolutely.
and it's just I mean, it's sad. It's tough.
It
you
is
know.
tough and it's hard. We look at it through a lens of like, well, that wouldn't happen to me, or they could get a job or whatever. And I don't. First of all, it's not our job to like judge that or figure it out. And I'm going to leave that to someone else. But I think that like the saddest story I ever came across was a woman who was a scientist at Pfizer, and this was years ago, and she lived alone, had a home, and she got sick, like real sick. And I mean, didn't have family, didn't have a spouse, and she just eventually lost her job, burned through her savings, burned through her retirement, just trying to keep the house. Lost the house, and it was just like she was so defeated. But this is like one of the smartest women I'd ever met, and it was just like this stuff happens,
Yeah.
Yep.
and we're foolish to think that we're immune to it,
Correct.
Right.
and it's just
Yeah. All right. Now that we've talked about some sad
Sad.
stories,
right.
you guys have any triumphant stories of
Well, we had a
people
funny thing
that
happen
came
the
to
other
you
day.
and perhaps don't
Oh.
need to anymore?
So we were coming back from the Quiet Corner peer support group, and
Oh,
they
they're
had the
awesome.
grand opening. Have you interviewed them yet?
Yeah, they've
They've been on
twice.
twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
awesome.
they're great.
awesome. I've
yeah.
read one of the books. It's right there. And if you read his,
See,
it's
I
his
didn't
memoirs.
know. So he was a trooper. Is this the
Yeah,
fellow
he
who's
was
a
Norwich
trooper?
Police.
Norwich
and then
Police.
okay,
Yeah.
and
And
then
he's-
he taught for a
And he's
while?
actually now a doctorate.
No kidding.
Wow.
And his book, if you read his book, it's like you grew up with him.
Really?
It's insane.
Which
It's
book is
an
his?
amazing. If you want to grab it.
He's the owner of Hope, or I think he's the owner.
Pushing it down.
Yeah,
he
he is
is
the owner of
Hope's
Hope.
handler and Kevin McNeil.
Yeah.
And it's I mean
Wow.
such a good writer.
Look at
Just not even the message
Context,
that's
yeah.
in it, just like the storytelling is.
Wow.
And it surprised
Can you get
me.
it? Can you get it on Amazon?
Can I
Yep.
look it
Yeah,
up?
you
Yep.
can get it on
Oh,
Amazon.
wow.
And yeah, the second time he came on here, I said, Kevin, I feel like I've known you for years.
Isn't it great?
Wow.
That's awesome.
And it's
That's good
it's really-
storytelling.
it's also really cool to read a book where they reference Zips, Westcott Road.
Right.
Like
Oh,
you're
right,
like,
right.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can picture it because you've been there.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's
That's pretty
got
cool.
like real references from the local area. So
Oh,
you're
that's
like, oh, this
cool.
is amazing.
I'll have to check that out.
I almost take a picture.
He has another book, Hope's Perspective, right?
Yeah,
like
he
written
wrote
by
it
her.
from Hope's perspective.
Yeah.
I am only on the first chapter of that one so far.
Mash and Tuck Road.
Yeah, Mash and Tug Road. Yeah. So
Wow.
Corner.
it's just it's really cool, and he's referenced some parties and some people in there. I'm like, oh, okay, because
Yeah.
we're relatively close in age,
Right.
So
I'm buying that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mash and Tuck Road.
So shout out to
Any
Quiet
peer.
Corner
For
Peer
sure.
Support Group
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything. Kevin and
Mike.
I'm getting Mike Shabizi.
Yep.
Sabina.
Yeah.
Chief.
Shabina.
The
Yeah.
chief from Dadeville.
He
Yeah.
is.
Fire
They're just
department.
good people. Like
Yeah.
they're just like so.
And they look out for us too.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
year they have
Yeah,
They're
they
so
do.
great.
the
Yeah.
boot drive for us.
They're like
Yeah.
in service. Like everything they do is just like in service. It's
Yeah.
just so cool.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We're supported by so many people.
What was the funny story about
Well,
them?
the funny story was that so we're driving home. I mean, it's not that funny, but funny
Kind
is
of
that
sad.
Let us
I think
determine
you're
if it's
going,
funny or
It's
not.
not funny. No, it's not.
so we're driving back from the grand opening, which was the second one we have been to the grand opening. Did you have any wine yet?
It's not dry January
that a
anymore.
real
It's
question?
February 2nd.
Jen's back.
I'm back.
Yeah,
We tried like
I took a
everything before.
I took a hiatus.
you did. I'm very impressed. So anyhow,
You're driving back from the grand opening
yes.
of their new spot.
Yep. And we see Jessica, one of our homeless people. I haven't seen her in a while. And she's walking down the street and she's like crunched
No,
over like
she's
she's
been-
an old woman.
She came to us years ago.
Yeah.
A mess. Like just like couldn't even form a
This was
conversation.
going to be a funny story.
Well, that's not funny. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead. Tell
No,
it.
you
tell
go
it.
tell- you
Go
tell
ahead.
your
no,
part. No, no,
Matt's
go
a
ahead.
comedian.
Matt's a comedian.
He'll tell us if it's funny. I'm
you,
just kidding.
you can do the background. Go ahead.
Okay, no, you do it.
No,
No, I'm serious. You
All
do the background. I
All
just thought it would be interesting.
anyhow, she can add to it. But so there we saw Jessica, and I was like, oh no, is that Jessica? Oh, she looks awful. And I wonder if we should help her. And Mindy goes, I don't know if there's much we can do. So I roll down the window, go, hey, can we give you a ride someplace? It's so cold. And she says, oh, she starts talking, no, I think I'm all set. And at the same time, either someone behind us or someone on the side
I
of
think
us
it was both of them.
are beeping at us. Here we are talking to this poor girl that looks like she's.
You're pulled over.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not pulled down.
No,
the
you
road.
Stopped in the middle of traffic.
So
You
yeah,
sure did,
just
Matt.
at the four-way stop. That's there is a one, two,
Two-way.
three,
It's
three-way
two-
stop. Three-way stop. Okay, whatever. Anyhow, they start beeping at us.
Jen's like, see what I live with?
And sitting at the same time, Mindy rolls down her window. We both put our fingers out the window.
Oh, jeez.
No, I did peace
We did-
fingers.
we both
yeah.
did peace. I opened my window. I did peace.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, she's opening her window.
Yeah.
We're doing peace. So these guys are beeping at us. And here we are giving
Like
them
you,
the peace sign.
you clearly, if it was a puppy, they probably would have been more inclined to be like, "Oh, they're helping a puppy." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I feel, and it's like it was a human being,
Right.
And they were so irritated, and it was like just in front of Saint James Church, so it's not like a major road. It was
Right.
like pretty laid
Yeah,
back.
yeah. But
So-
they were so annoyed, and I just thought it was so funny that both of us give the peace sign. You
Yeah.
know, we're both on the same page.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Those are the fingers we give.
Yeah, those are the fingers we get.
And so,
Oh, it's so
was
funny, right?
Jessica okay?
She declined the ride.
She declined the ride.
Okay.
She didn't want to eat Chinese food that day, so
See, I thought this was gonna be like, oh, I'm just getting my steps in, I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted like an uplifting story.
no. The funny part,
We're gonna have to go
the
try
funny
again.
part was us giving the peace sign to
Okay.
these guys that are
Yeah.
impatient and beeping at us. We're like, hey, peace out.
I think
But we
it's-
both did it at the same time, unbeknownst to each other, because she had her hand out one window and I had mine out the other window. We
Nice.
didn't know what we were doing.
Nice.
We didn't.
No. we were
Nice,
both-
because other people would live a different symbol.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. They would.
Yeah.
They absolutely
I
would.
might have, a long time ago. But all right, it's fine. I might still, but not in that situation.
The only thing is, like, I have been the guy that stops, like, just outside a job site or whatever, and talk to another guy.
Oh,
Right.
right.
When it's like this should be a phone conversation, but we're holding up traffic.
Right.
I've been that guy
Right.
before.
It's shocking.
We were trying
You're
to
like, oh, it's traffic. We gotta go. You know, that kind of.
But it wasn't even that long of a stop.
Yeah.
And there's this poor woman in the road. I just.
I don't know
They're
if
so
it's.
impatient.
I don't know
That's
if
the
it's
world.
true, but a garbage guy once told me that you can hold up traffic for 20 minutes before you legally need like a rent-a-cop to watch traffic.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Oh,
That's good to
So-
know.
Yeah.
yes.
Good to know for the
Put the
next-
barricade up. 19,
I still got 17
we got
19 minutes at a time. All right, lift it up.
Now we know that. That's
I dare
good to
anybody
know.
in Boston to be like, okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
I still have 12
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Mess with the wrong people.
20 minutes seems like a long time
It
if you're
does
running
seem like a
late.
long time. Yeah.
The light turns green, and if you are not on your
Oh,
gas, it's
yeah.
like,
Oh, when the light
aw.
turns red, there's like 3 that go afterwards, and if you didn't, you were like getting honked at.
No,
Right.
Oh,
they're-
The city
Yep.
folk.
Jen, why don't you tell the story about that lady that kept calling and she was so hoarse, she has COPD, and I said, "What do we?" She wanted to buy food for us. I go, "What are we gonna do? We don't have time."
she was such a lovely lady.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she was so amazing. So she had money that she wanted to donate to us, but at the same time, she didn't want to just give us a check or give us cash. She wanted to like go and buy food that we wanted, and so she was like, "I really need to go shopping, but I can't drive. I have a walker. I am on oxygen. I need somebody to give me a ride." And we're like, okay. So she needed a ride to go shopping to buy stuff for us. And it was like the sweetest gesture. And we were like, oh my gosh, like, okay, how can we do this? So we found one of our amazing volunteers, Amy.
Yep.
And so we were like, can you take her to go shopping? And Amy, of course, is like, oh, I will take her go shopping.
Amy's great.
And
Amy's great,
Amy
yeah.
Amy took her shopping for like an hour, found her whole life story, like everything, and at that point in time, I think we needed dried beans. They showed up with probably 75 pounds of like dried beans, and it was just like the sweetest thing that it was like just how the community works together. Like we have these amazing volunteers that will help these other people in the community that are just like, we just want to help you to help other people.
Yeah.
Like it was just like the sweetest gesture, and it was like,
And this is a woman who's ill. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Oh,
She's
so
like, and
Amy
doesn't
sends
even
us a
have
picture.
someone else to
She's
give
got
a ride.
oxygen and an
Oh, yeah.
oxygen tank.
yeah. But Amy said like she was like trucking it around Walmart or wherever they went. Like she was like
Yeah.
she was on a mission.
And
to,
she
like,
called like 3 times, and it was during November, and we were so busy. I go, "What are we gonna do with this lady? I mean, we
So-
gotta do something. Who can do that?" And you go, "Oh, that's right up Amy's alley."
They're totally,
It was
totally
perfect.
babies out.
To Amy, Amy will do it.
Amy He is amazing.
But that we do
So
have
that
like
was
the
sweet,
best
yeah.
volunteers.
We
I was
do.
gonna,
We really
I was
do.
going to mention that
They
we
are
have a
just
very
rock
big
stars.
network
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
volunteers,
Yeah.
and there's always room for more.
For sure.
Of
No, no,
course.
always,
Of
all walks
course.
of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
It's like just we've got these incredible women right now, and most of them are recently retired. And I mean, they are just like smart and funny and like, but they don't care if we need the toilet paper, packaged up. That's what they'll like, whatever we need. They leave
Right.
their egos at the door and they're just like
Yeah.
willing to do like
Yep.
whatever. And so it is like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like we're gonna reorganize this today, or
Yep.
we're gonna like stock shelves today, or we're gonna do this, and yeah, they just jump right in,
They do.
both feet, and then
Yep.
they finish the task, and they're like, okay, what's next? And it's like, okay.
Nice. That's great.
I mean,
And
I would
Jen's
like
great
them
at
to
that.
come to my house.
No, seriously.
I'm just wondering how I can work that in. It would be so great.
So
You know how we use my house sometimes as a meeting room?
We need to organize it first.
Gina will be like, now that you're my assistant, we need to organize my home office. I'm like, what?
You know,
Can't lose the letters again.
Mindy's not afraid to say no to me. I don't like
No.
that part about Mindy,
I
but
know. It's what makes me able to stay around, though.
it's
You know?
very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Let's
And
talk-
that was like 5 years ago or 8 years ago
feel like
that we
every-
lost the letters.
Oh, I don't know if I was around for the
You
letter.
might
I
not
don't.
have
I
been.
don't think I was around.
No.
Lost letters.
So that was a long time ago.
Cautionary tale.
It hasn't happened in a long time.
That's why she needs her office cleaned.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why I send pictures.
It's not
whenever
a
I see
big
them.
room either.
No, it's not.
She's the best.
And the thing is, it has the most beautiful, beautiful rug in there.
Can't see it.
Can't
Which
see
is
it.
it's about 20 years old and it looks brand new because you know what? The papers and everything protect it.
Preserved it.
The clutter preserves it.
Oh,
So anywho,
enough about me.
you, did you have a thought?
I did. It went away.
Oh, you know what? When your thought goes away, grab a card and we'll read that. Yeah.
So, they brought us this new game called the. How do you pronounce it again?
I think
I'm
it's
not good.
Huga.
Huga, which is spelled
Not the way you would spell it.
Just
Hygge.
sound it out.
Yeah.
I would have said hygiene.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Cozy conversation in pleasant company.
So it's
I like how it's a
Scandinavian.
coffee cup. That's what sold me. It's got
Right.
a little coffee cup. So.
So
Adds
it's just
to
like
your
you're.
coffee.
I don't like that there's no rating.
It runs.
Oh, you got to go on the game.
Oh, is
app.
it? Is this rated R?
No.
No, no. You're
Oh,
gonna
you
get
wa-
that
you
one.
wanted the rating.
No, it's a cautionary tale. We don't want to give a card.
I may not get this open.
Here
We
you
may
go.
not be doing it. Oh,
It
there we go.
could be.
But the whole
Sip that.
Huga is like it's the definition of it's like a warm, cozy, comfortable space. And so when I saw that game, it made me think of the
This is a
The
warm.
studio.
You know?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
That's-
of your.
You
Of,
can make every guest pick a card at one point if they
Oh,
have to
yeah.
talk about
All
it.
right.
well, we'll see what the cards.
And then if
Yeah, before you should we pre-read them?
Right.
use
Looks like
your
that too, but
use your
I
best
got two, too.
judgment.
Yeah, right. Oh, she got two.
I need my glasses.
I need my glasses.
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh, that's
I need
even
my
funnier.
glass.
I need my glasses.
So stuff like this. You've just won a free car of your choice. What car would you choose?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't like what color.
What was your question?
I've just won a free car.
Oh,
I don't know. what-
electric storm blue.
I would go for a color. It wouldn't
That's
be
my
that
color.
color though.
Yeah.
Electric storm blue.
Yeah, it is. In fact,
Like your
we-
glasses?
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
It's
Oh,
a little bit
yeah.
brighter
I
than
see
that.
it.
A little bit brighter.
And when
Okay.
we were in New York, we were at this pizza place, one that Rachel Ray goes to all the time. Yeah, we decided to check it out. And my sister walked out and she goes, as usual, your car is the prettiest car in the parking lot.
You do have a pretty color car.
I go, yep, you're right.
What does one of yours say?
Okay, mine says,
There's 3 different questions.
Yeah.
I'm only
Pick
going
the
to
one you
answer
like
one.
the best.
Yeah, right.
What do you think your parents would answer if I asked what the craziest thing you did as a child
Oh,
was?
Oh
Like,
goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
And I'll say one of the things, I was
Circle
just
back
talking
around.
to Mindy about this. We were waiting for the bus to come when we lived in the Adirondacks. and my father's car was parked on a very cold day, and we lived in the country, and there was a frosting of ice. It looked like sugar on his car. And so I thought it looked so pretty like sugar. So I took
Oh.
a big lick of it.
In the Adirondacks in winter.
Gee.
On
Yeah.
There's like movies about
Did
that.
you get
Yep.
stuck?
Yes.
You get stuck?
I got stuck.
There's a
My wife has a similar story at the bus stop.
my
Her friend
goodness.
did that, and my mother-in-law poured her hot coffee down the pole
My
to
mother-
unstick her
yes.
friends.
But this was the car, and we
Can
had
you
a
kids give me a warm cup of water?
Not sugar.
And so, and the thing was, we had a big family and we didn't have a lot of sweets, and I had a wicked sweet tooth, and it looked literally like someone poured sugar
We
on
had
my
to know
dad's
it
car.
wasn't
You were like,
sugar.
score.
I don't know.
It's a
Do
belief.
you want to tell us your
Childhood
age?
magic. Childhood magic. You believe it's sugar.
I want to say maybe 8 years old or
Yeah.
something. I don't know how old I was. I just know that one of the kids had to run in and get my mother, and my mother had to wave the bus on.
Like that.
At least it wasn't the bus that you
Right.
liked. Don't leave. Don't leave.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
And then she had to pour something on.
Yeah.
Could be her coffee. I don't know if it was or not, so that it would loosen my tongue.
You just told me that story. the
I
other
did
day.
just tell you that because I just happened to remember that.
And just
story.
like that too, and it was coated with the prettiest. Like talk about storytelling. Like, she, like,
Like-
I was right there with her.
And that's only one of many. That's the only one I'm going to share because you're all laughing at me now.
Wow, we're laughing
You were
with
laughing
you.
too.
We're
yeah,
laughing with you.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
come on.
Believe me, Kyle definitely gives me the definition of when
I
people
laugh
are
with
laughing
him
at
all-
me.
yeah.
I'm laughing.
Kyle's a bully.
He rarely laughs with me. Kyle
One way to
laughs
put
at
it, I
me.
guess.
Subtly.
A good friend, I would rather call
Oh
it.
yeah, that's what I say.
What does yours say, Jen?
Mine have a couple of different ones, but this one, if you had to name one thing others could possibly envy about you, what would it be?
Your hair.
Your hair.
Oh my
Obviously.
gosh, I almost said your curly hair. Everyone loves
curly
curly.
And
hair.
this is
The
her hair.
curly hair.
She
And
used
growing
to
up, I
blow dry
absolutely
it
hated it.
every day, and now
I have two curly hair daughters, and they hate it. They always want to straighten it.
Absolutely, absolutely
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah.
But
Well-
now I'm like, I love
Is
it.
that
Some
how
of
you
us
would
are
like
just
to-
grateful for any hair. I mean,
So yeah,
Follicles.
actually I got a new razor today. It was super smooth.
wow.
I thought you were gonna say you got a new hair.
I got a new wig.
All right, Kyle, your turn.
So, at what age would you say people are generally happiest? Which I think that's probably hard to answer if you're not older and have gone through.
correct.
That's true.
So like every 6-year-old would be like, this is
Right.
I'm living
Yeah.
my best life, right?
Yeah.
And you'd have to,
Yeah, and
zero
then you'd be like,
responsibility.
probably not, but okay.
Okay, but up till now, what would you say is the best time? You have to say now. No.
Yeah, right this
Right
second.
now.
This second with you people.
7 o'clock on Tuesday, February.
Best I've ever felt.
I think I peaked.
But it is Monday, Kyle.
You're right. So I am right. It's
mother-in-law.
Tuesday, February.
Yeah, definitely not Monday when he's around me.
He's like your Mindy.
Wow.
You're Mindy. I like that. Definitely like a woman.
Damn it, Gene.
Darn it, Gene.
I don't actually know.
I kind of an answer
I would
came
say-
right into my head for that.
I would say when the kids were born. Every time one of the kids was born.
Yeah.
and for me, like what bounced into my head was when you find that balance in life where you basically you either like work or you've figured out a way to cope with work, but then you are going home and you have the kids, the wife or the significant other, and you just have this balance. Like I feel like
Well, you're doing what you want, but also
Right.
it makes you happy, but
Yeah.
also you're
Yeah,
productive.
like-
Right? You get
Yeah.
the
like if
point?
I'm working, like honestly, and I don't say this as a brag, but if I'm working, if I'm podcasting, if I'm with the family, it's just a certain balance that I feel that I've achieved, and I absolutely love it. So
I love that.
Yeah.
there's
And I like
definitely
the answer to that too.
there's definitely obviously trials and tribulations and hard times that you go through, but I just feel like it's when I walk into a situation with work or the family, it's like there's a very good chance of it being a good time.
That's awesome.
It is good.
And not everybody has that
No.
either.
No.
But I like to answer it too because I would have to say right now, because I came through a season of grief, losing two sisters, my dad, my mom, having a falling out with a lot of my siblings because of a court case trying to get my mom out of a nursing home during COVID.
Wow.
So there was a lot of grief and sadness. But fast forward to right now, and my husband and I are babysitting for a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, our grandkids, every Monday and
Those
Wednesday.
kids.
I called those kids. Oh, those kids
I've got
just
those
left.
kids
I got
today. I
those kids
can't.
today. It
I
is
go,
so, they are
Great.
so funny. It is so much fun. And the way they interact with me, and I don't know, I can't even explain the joy I have, even though they completely destroy the house. Completely.
They're supposed to.
But I think
That's
you
what
have
they're
this
supposed to do.
mindfulness now, and I feel like that when I watch Frankie. Like I have this mindfulness now that I don't think you have
I didn't.
when you're younger and raising kids. Because when you're younger and raising kids, they're just not. So when they're 2.5 and they do something that's like,
Oh my
now
God,
I'm
you
like,
mean-
this is amazing. And
Right.
when my kids did, I was like, what are you doing? You
Yeah.
know.
Right.
But it's because you're busy trying to like do all the
Right.
other stuff,
Right,
make
yeah.
the dinner and pay the bills and go to work. And so now it's like you just
Right.
it's just
Yeah.
this free love.
It
It's
is.
just-
And I never had girls.
Mm.
They are so different.
Oh yeah.
Josie has so
I was
many
like,
They
feelings. She has so many feelings. She doesn't get her own way. She crawls under the table. I go, "What are you doing? Are you pooping under there? What are you doing under there?" And then she'll be upset about something that you would never even. You don't have girls either,
No,
so
don't have girls.
oh my God, they're so sensitive.
very
But it's like, all right, am going to be there for her because I don't want her to turn into this person that whatever. No one was there for her, so I'll lay down under the table with her and find out what's bothering her, and it's usually something pretty.
so when you're a parent, you do not do that, right? Well,
no,
I mean, I think
that's
you
the whole
do,
thing.
but not.
You got
know,
a do-over.
Right,
It's like
do
you
a
get
do-over.
down on their level. You make eye contact. Okay, we don't throw things. We don't break things. We don't do this. You make eye contact, and you have all this patience.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I didn't have that when I had the 3 wild boys.
So if
I
you
didn't
like
have
having
that.
your kids, you're gonna love having.
You're
them.
gonna
Oh,
love
yeah.
my
it.
God.
At an appropriate age, yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, at any age.
What
but
do you
right.
want? Everything?
Oh,
think
it's
I-
very joyful.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
joyful.
I have 2 nieces, and I was always like, I think God gave me 2 boys for a reason.
For a reason, yeah.
Because I hear some
They're
of the
loud,
stories, and I
too,
was like,
yeah.
oh no, I don't care
They
if you went to
screech.
school like
Yeah.
naked. Like you were gonna walk out of the house. Like there was not gonna be an argument about like clothes, or
Right.
seams on socks on.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I mean,
a weird
was
thing
Meg.
about them with their socks.
Yeah.
no, I was like, no,
Doesn't
boys,
feel right. No,
And
you know what?
Nona, fix my shoe.
A
Fix my
seamless
sock.
sock is not seamless.
It's like,
Living proof of that, because my daughter was
Excuse
one
me.
for that.
I
Yeah.
could not.
It's like I don't know what else I can do for you. Like right.
Well, it's interesting on the sock how they move the seam like to be over the top of your toes instead of like just at the
end
front
of your toes,
Right.
or
which is
something.
horrible.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
I will say, if and my mom can attest, and even my wife, if the shirt goes on backwards by accident, or there's something like not fitting right, or it just drives me nuts. I've been like, we showed up at my cousin's kid's birthday party at a bowling alley full of people, and I immediately noticed that his shirt was on backwards. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like 30 feet away. I'm like, dude, change that. But now my son does it on purpose because he knows about it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I think he's become numb to it. Like he can wear a shirt backwards all day and not wear it.
Oh yeah, I don't think I
Like-
can wear a shirt.
No.
backwards.
No.
No.
It's
I
like the
actually put
second
my
that it-
shirt
Choke
on
you.
backwards. And I had
You do it. You're like
Right
oh.
now?
Oh, and then
No.
turn it around.
And then I didn't know that it was, there was something sticking out. I go, what is that? It was the collar.
Yeah. Or like you put a shirt on over another shirt and it pulls the sleeve up underneath.
Oh, I don't like that.
Horrible.
I don't like
Yeah.
that at all.
Don't let,
Uh.
I don't even want to get going on tights.
Yeah.
I don't worry about that. But
Never
for a
worn
little
any.
Kid,
All right.
they're horrifying.
All right, Matt, it's your turn.
Name something you could you could look back at and think, I can't believe I did that.
Oh.
Oh boy, I'm not answering that.
I don't know.
Why
Is
for
that
that
a
one?
negative thing, or is that a like, whoo, that was great accomplishment? I don't.
Yeah, it could
could
be
do it
either
all
or.
You could do it either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You could say you're a comedy act.
yeah, I was gonna say most recently,
His award.
I was
Yeah.
And you
super
and you were
nervous.
the winner. That's so
Can you
awesome.
zoom in on that?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
And
Look
it was
at
very.
who's
I
the
told
winner.
him it was
Uh,
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like, really
Awesome.
I like
you
I
know,
it.
can't wait to listen to it.
It's on my Facebook page. I did post it.
Oh,
so-
I'm gonna go
and
on there and
I
listen
sent
to
the
it.
link out to some friends and family. Yeah, I was so.
How
we
did you
ha-
get asked? Did you get asked to do it?
We had real custom training on the podcast, and I know Andy had done it the last 2 years in a row. So I was asking. I've always been infatuated with stand-up comedy. I love the whole art form, and I listen to tons of podcasts about comedy and listen. I watch tons of specials about. I have hundreds of hours. of
Wow.
watching comedy.
Wow.
Yeah, I just love laughing. I love the idea of everybody sitting around laughing.
Yeah. It's great.
So do we.
We don't, we don't talk politics and stuff like that on here. We try
Yeah.
and laugh no matter
Right.
what the subject. And so I asked Andy, what it was like, and he was just like, "Oh, it's nothing. You should do it." And I was like, I don't like. To me, it was a bucket list item that I would do someday. My wife and I would be on vacation in some faraway land.
Nobody would know.
I would jump up on an open mic for like 2 minutes and see if I could embarrass myself, and then never see them again. And he was like, "No, you got to do this." And
That's
so
awesome.
It
the
is.
next day, shout out to Jen Brightowski. I think I'm saying that right. She emailed me. My headshot was already in the picture lineup. Featured act.
Oh wow.
I was like, I guess I'm doing it, which was the push I needed. And so that was back in November. So for 2 months, mentally and physically, I carried notes around.
Wow.
Like be in the
My
front of the
gosh.
mirror and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Or did you
Oh,
make
I
your
did.
wife
I
and
bought
kids
mic
sing?
stands. I
Nice.
bought. I pulled out my dad's old singing microphones.
Wow.
These are condenser microphones, and those are
Sure.
the other kind. And so
Okay, Mindy.
I even bought it.
Was it really your dad's birthday?
Yes, it was January
Wow.
23rd was my
Yeah.
dad's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
no
one of the
kidding.
jokes.
Oh.
It was one of the darker jokes.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so for the last decade or so, I've kept a joke journal. So like anything that I
Of course he did.
anything that I thought was
Not
funny.
not just dad jokes.
No, I have such a hard time memorizing one-liners. To me, it has to have a storyline. I have such a hard time with just one-liners, and kudos
like
to the
a story.
comedians that can do that. But and my daughter can actually rattle off a lot of those jokes that you hear.
Oh,
running
my
around.
husband
Just-
loves the dad jokes. Like we get him a
Yeah.
calendar every year.
I don't mind
Yeah.
making them, but they just go in and out of my head. Like if something pops in my head, I'll definitely say it. And my kids all roll their eyes. And I definitely
Well,
can.
that's
do
their
that,
job.
but- right?
Yep.
But for this, I was like, okay, so I went through that, and then I actually workshopped a lot of my set with Andy and Eric Gould of Savage Systems. We had a couple of sessions of doing that, and that made me feel a whole lot better. I was super nervous through the whole thing. And
bet.
another thing
How
that
many people were there?
so the theater holds 411, and they said they still had about 100 seats left when after all the pre-buys. So I don't know how many bought it at the door, or if they even did that, but it
So
was
over 300.
over
What?
300.
Right. That's
Wow.
a live crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was at the Bradley in Putnam.
Not to mention
so
how
it
many
was
people
like-
are pulling it up right now. Facebook page.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, so it was. I mean, it was definitely an experience that I'll obviously never forget, and I'm so grateful for everybody that kind of pushed me and said, "Oh, you'll do great." But I mean, I was so nervous.
Getting
Would
out
you
of
do
the
it again?
comfort zone.
I actually have to do it again. So,
I just
The-
heard something on the radio. They're doing the same thing, right?
so the comedy for funds or funny
What
for
Scott
funds.
does?
There's a couple of different organizations that do this, and they some of them use all professional comedians. This one happens to do it was like
Local.
8 amateurs plus 2 pros that hosted the thing, which was great because they were really a big help too. So and the winner of the previous year has to close out the show. The next year. So I have to close the show.
Oh.
Are you already working on your stuff?
Yes. I mean, it's always on my mind now.
I will.
But
Wow.
That could be funny. I'm
But-
gonna put that down.
Kyle, do you feel like he's distracted from the podcast?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
Thankfully, the podcast doesn't take a whole lot of bandwidth. It's mostly you guys on that side of the bench. I
Yeah.
just ask, what are you thinking? What do you want?
Yeah,
You know,
right,
like-
right.
Like, what about what you do?
Yeah.
So the podcast is pretty easy. I definitely kept a light real estate schedule the week of.
I bet, yeah.
And yeah, definitely recorded myself, watched myself, put it in my earbuds so I could, because memorization is probably the hardest thing for me, is memorizing it in an order that I wanted it to come out at.
And getting that like inflection, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So-
a big piece of it.
One thing that actually gave me a little bit of confidence is I read some of the jokes in monotone to certain people and they laughed.
Okay.
So I was like, okay,
Oh.
my safety net is if I draw a blank,
Yeah.
I'll pick up the paper and just read it to everybody. And we should get some laughs. So the writing was of at least of that height of level or whatever. So, but yeah.
Well, I'm
it's-
proud of you. That's
Thank
very
you.
brave.
Thank you.
to
Yeah,
do
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely, it was cool.
So my
I'm glad I
husband's
did.
going to see Bob Marley Friday night with our 3 boys. It was his Christmas gift. And he's been wanting to see Bob Marley all this time. And I've been texting the boys.
I know
Look at
he's I keep thinking it's the singer. And
the
I'm like,
singer right now.
One love.
That's what I was like.
I'm like, Jay, really?
We all know he died, right?
That's what in
I
the
know,
back of my
but
head. I was like,
Yeah.
where's
No,
Jen's looking at me like,
Elvis still puts on concerts.
I was like, I'm a little confused.
Anyhow, I've been texting them, Dad would love to go to this. He keeps mentioning it. And finally, for Christmas, they got 4 tickets, all
When
3
is it?
boys.
coming up.
Friday night.
Oh, fun.
Hmm.
You're not going?
No, it's the boys and Jay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Where is that at?
Foxwoods.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Now I'll
Yeah.
have the night off if anybody wants to join.
Feel a meeting coming up.
I don't know if we can bring some of this wine home.
Oh, you think there'll be some left? No, stand-up comedy is it's so much. I love it.
Yeah.
I love watching it, and now I actually like doing it too. So,
Here we go.
We hope so.
but I don't need another hobby.
No.
All
All right, Mindy's
So-
turn.
I
Because you
did
didn't
one.
like
I did
yours.
the card.
Can you find another card that you want?
Oh, I had a couple.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
I don't know
Okay.
how I ended up with so many. Okay,
Okay, your class.
let's do this. Oh my god.
If you don't like it, just pick up
No,
another
no,
one.
I like them.
It's about
Wait.
being comfortable.
All right, what is the
You
best?
never licked the car or anything?
Oh, I know, I did a lot.
That's called a callback.
It says, "What is the best motivator? Fear, money, or love?" I think
I
it
s-
depends.
I think it would be different in
I
different
think it
situations.
depends. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think it depends on the person. I think it depends on how you were raised too, right? Fear, money, or love. Money, definitely no motivator
Yeah,
for me.
same here.
No.
Like
Not a
zero.
Yeah.
motivator.
Fear, no.
Well,
It's
maybe
gotta be
when I
love.
was younger.
Gotta be
but-
love.
Yeah, I
but
think it's
Gotta be
Right.
love.
And they say like the two emotions, the only emotions are love and fear. Like it's not hate, it's
No.
fear. It
Yeah.
makes you hate.
Fear motivates the crap
Right.
out of me.
Fear motivated.
Yeah.
It
oh, God,
does?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fear for what?
No, like if you fear of losing your job, you bust your butt at work,
No.
things like that.
I
you know.
quit. I swear to God, like I just like you might want to think about that. Not quitting,
Yeah.
but I mean just
No.
like letting go of that fear because they say like it's just a.
He's got like 6 kids, though.
I know. I mean,
5.
First one goes to college next
Well, I don't
year.
know. Maybe
his
he
wife's at
considers
home
me
going,
his
"What
6th
are
kid.
you telling him to do?"
I might be his 6th kid at this point.
Yeah. Oh.
Kayla, Sarah, and Kyle are all raising that.
Once they get Matt settled.
Keeping that alive.
But For me, it's love. I mean, and I don't. That doesn't mean I always put love, like foot for like first. But I don't. Money's absolutely not. And my husband and I get into that all the time because I'm like, harm it, like money. It's just like it's gonna come, it's gonna go. You can make more, and he's like, "We need money." It's like, I don't know where you think, you know. And I'm just like, I know we need money, but it's like the more you think about it, like I think the less you think about it, the easier it becomes. Like if you,
Yeah.
okay, it's like really like removing your attachment to something,
Mm.
and then as soon as you do it, it's like it's fine, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the first tips they give you in like the sales world. If you're looking into it, like act like you don't need to make the sale, and it's like you kind
You're
of
manifesting.
get rid of that
it
fear.
almost. Yeah.
I was brought up where you face your fears. You're not allowed to.
Right.
If you're afraid of something, if you're afraid of dogs, you get a dog. If you're afraid of bugs, you get a bug. It's like that.
That seems.
That exposure theory.
What about red?
It
That's
has
why Kyle's
I'm
still
not saying-
raising you.
I'm not saying I'm not saying my parents dictated that anyway, but it was just like to me. I don't know. We used
They
to watch
didn't
it.
sugarcoat it. You just were like,
And,
you
but
know.
we watched a lot of action movies. That was for sure. We were like, but it was just like if you're, I don't know. It was just kind of like the motto in my head. If you're afraid of something, then just go after it. You know. And I mean, I don't know. That was just kind of the way it was. So the fear thing, I never really had a whole lot
Related
of
to,
motivation out of. The money thing, definitely when you're young, I feel like it's a phase.
We all go through
Yeah.
it.
You go
Yeah.
through a phase, and then it comes back to the whole balance thing.
Yep.
Once you find that balance,
Exactly.
you're just motivated by happiness and
Yep.
love, or what makes you joyful, that kind of thing.
And it's funny, you try to have that conversation with someone in their 30s. Like, I'll say that
Oh.
to Ariel all the time. I'm like, money. I'm like, don't worry about it. She's like, okay, and again, she's like, I know. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you'll never have enough, and you'll always make more. And that's just the way it is, the
Yeah.
end, you know? And it's
Yep.
like, once you accept it and let it go, it's like, it's a whole big world out there, you know, where you can do other
And I
stuff.
think for the
Yeah.
work that we do, our ministry, it puts it into
people are like, you don't get paid for that?
yeah. I forget about that. That some
Right.
people, yeah,
They,
yeah.
I get two reactions being a realtor. It's either I don't get paid enough, or I get paid too much. It's like this is like
and they go,
every client.
oh.
The other thing that I'm pretty proud of is a lot of my clients would be like, "You can scale this kind of service." Like, so I'm like, okay, so that gave them a quality service.
You
know,
do
to the
do
point where,
yeah,
like,
you're very, and I remember when you were just learning and you wanted to learn it. You learned how to do it the right way, and you had mentors, and you like took it seriously, and then you made it your own, and it's kind of nice, you know,
That one is good.
right?
I haven't found a bad one on this bench.
Christian introduced me to that one.
Did I try them all?
Did you try this one, the Jack
I don't
Fingers?
know. I think
I
them
thought you were
together.
talking
I don't
about
think I
some
pulled
kind
for
of
this one.
whiskey when you text me
No,
about
no,
this.
no, no.
thought that
It's
was
just
the one I
it's
gave you.
aged in like a
This is the one I
barrel.
gave you. Here, you
Okay,
try this.
yeah, I'll try that one.
That one's very smooth.
Do you want some more?
That's very nice.
Kyle?
I'm okay, thank you.
I was like, someone's
Pacing
gonna keep
yourself.
an eye on you guys.
Yeah.
We know who the parents.
Somebody
Kyle,
has to parent
our
this group.
father.
And it would usually be Jen, but it's day
It's-
two
it's
of like
day-
February.
It's not dry
so
January.
exactly.
It is not dry February.
No.
So this one's funny. For what episode in your childhood do you probably owe your parents an apology?
Oh God.
All of it.
I was the black sheep.
Yeah.
I'm a middle
Oh,
child.
same.
Yeah.
I was the oldest.
I was the middle child of 10. I was number 2. I always felt like the middle child, even though
You
I
were
was
number 2, but you were the middle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
not
not
the
the
middle.
baby. No.
No, I was
You're
I
never
believe
the
5 is
oldest?
the middle.
I'm the second to the oldest.
Five
No
or
kidding.
6.
No, because we had 2 sets. We looked at
Oh.
them as 2 sets. But I was just visiting with friends in Glens Falls last weekend, and my friend Debbie was saying, "Oh my God, you were so wild." And my friend Carol was like, "Remember that time you ran away from home and you lived in my closet?"
So that would be your entire childhood.
Right. No, I do feel like I was.
I was so rebellious.
Oh,
Oh my
for
God,
sure, I
rebellious.
still am. I'm like,
But it's
oh,
nice for people to hear that are concerned about their teenagers and things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
that's what I always say. They're gonna be
Because you
strong
just go
adults.
through these things.
So they should watch this podcast and see
Yeah.
the 3 of you.
Yeah,
and
just
all
go
right,
through it.
it'll be
One day
okay.
your kids
So when
will
your
work
little
for free.
kids will all of a sudden,
They won't make any
They-
money and they'll do tons and
they
tons
will
of
say
hours.
thank
Exactly.
you and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And they won't abide by traffic signs.
Oh,
The world
my
is their
God.
oyster.
But the thing about money, the thing I was thinking about, you were talking about money. I'm at a point where I don't take anything for granted anymore, especially because we're dealing with so many homeless people right now. And and it's so cold that I'm so mindful of what they're
Oh,
going through
agreed.
that I have this new recliner I got from Bill's Bedding for Christmas.
Shout
When
out to
she's
Bill's
saying
Betting.
I don't know that those should be in the same sentence.
No, I have
the
to tell
use.
you. And I just got it because I've been waiting for 10 weeks for it to come in.
Jeez. They build it.
I feel like they did.
It's probably, is it electric blue?
No, it's like an off-white, and my husband's like, "Why did you get this color?" I go, "We're obviously going to have to cover it." But the fuchsia one I wanted,
See, she wanted fuchsia.
it was $500
Like
more.
special order.
Yeah, a special order, $500
Because
more
you're
for
probably the
fuchsia.
only person on planet Earth that wants that color.
Kind of like a lavender fuchsia. So
There we
I
go.
ended up with white. He was like, "I can't believe you got white," but I was like, "I know, we're going to cover it
You
up."
drink red wine and white
Oh,
wine.
gosh. Why would we- yeah, that was the
She's a
exact.
professional.
Cannot do that.
I know you just wonder why I'm talking about this stupid recliner, but it's just that it is so comfortable next to the fireplace. And I have this like conflicts. Like, I'm so worried about the homeless, but I'm so grateful that I have this recliner that I can sit in. Oh, and it has a remote too.
And a massage.
I think Mindy almost let us wear that wine.
But it's not a remote that's attached to it. So the kids can't go in and go for rides like they do with
Oh.
Jay's recliner.
So you're gonna lose it.
No. You can like
You'll
In
be on
her
a
home
high shelf.
office.
with the letter.
I
So I've loved it. I've loved the new recliner so much that I can never take these things for granted. I just can't take them for granted anymore. You know
It's like
what I mean?
a metaphor. Is your recliner like a symbolic?
At it.
It's just that I feel so much gratitude to be able to sit in that and just enjoy the fire. the
The heat.
In her nice.
So you love the
electric
recliner, the
Yeah,
heat.
Think about
You're not cold. All
I'm
these
not
things.
cold,
Yeah.
and I'm just so grateful that I
Yeah.
have it, and I have this beautiful new recliner.
See,
even
I was
though it's
more
white.
thinking like, what makes me like? Sometimes my family's like working at the food pantry because they'll be like, "Is this still good?" I'm like, "When did I make that?" And I'll be like, "I'm like, ah, it's still good." And they're like, "We're not eating this." I'm like, "There are people starving in the world, you know." So
That's right.
That's kind of how
We're not
I-
going to waste this.
No, no.
I hope I don't butcher this story, but when we were young, we in our early 30s or late 20s when we had
were
first
young.
we had first moved in here, we hung out with this other couple. So we were already married, had kids, and this young couple, one of them was a social worker, and the boyfriend, you know, he was like, I said, "How's the things going?" He goes, I can never complain. How can you come home to someone that was with a social worker, deals with like
Oh,
broken
yeah.
babies and that stuff? And I said, there's always going to be somebody suffering more than you, and there's always going to be somebody more triumphant than you or more accomplished or whatever, but that doesn't mean your pain or your accomplishment doesn't matter. So,
Yeah.
it's
The
just
comparison
it's
is like,
part of a
yeah, like you can't do it
it's
almost.
part
you
of
know?
it.
Yeah.
It's we all have to kind of work off of that whole relatively
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
idea of being relative of
Right.
things because it's to some degree that person chose that that profession, and it's something like you can't not matter.
No.
You know what I mean? You can't go home, especially to your significant other, and have your complaints not matter.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Like when
So,
I'm working in air
sort of thing.
conditioning, but it's not working great. And it's 5 degrees outside. And I complained to Harmon, who's been outside all day.
Right.
And
Yeah.
but I see what you're saying. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like
Yeah.
you're still valid, but you can just leave space for that other person to, because
Well,
they're
there's
going to come home with
A
really
time
bad
and a
days.
place to complain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I get what you're saying though, in wherein lies the guilt of I I made the right decision so I can sit in my recliner or whatever. And,
Yeah.
Right.
some people aren't. And what we talked about before, it's not always in their control.
Not always.
Right.
a
I mean,
decision,
there's
yeah.
so many people that are, fall into addiction because it was a prescribed painkiller,
Yep.
that type of thing.
Absolutely.
There's so many ways
Like
that it'd be out of your
generational-
control to lose everything.
Yep.
So,
Right.
generational things, what I mean, for
Generational
sure.
people, kids recreationally using, not knowing who's the one that's going to get addicted and who's not, who's the
Yeah.
one who has that black hole or that empty hole that they have to
Like you might, because
medicate.
that whole age, like your
Right.
40s, like that, they were handing out that stuff like
right.
candy. You know what I mean? For who are
And you were
like,
getting
you might
it.
have been in that.
when I had my
era.
wisdom teeth out, they gave me a month's worth of Vicodin.
Yeah,
I took
nuts.
What are you
one
doing?
after the surgery, and I slept for
Yep, and it made you
26
sick or made
hours,
you
sleep,
and
right,
I
and
got
you
up
were like-
dizzy and
and you
still
were
like
lucky.
Wow.
lethargic.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will never take another
Nope.
one of those
Wow.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
I'm sure you had friends who did not go that road. You know what I mean? It's just
It's
Yeah.
wild.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
remember, the kids got the wisdom teeth out and it was like, here's your 10 pills for $2. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can always.
I was
That's
like,
always cheap.
what? I was like, I feel like I could go sell this.
I just couldn't believe how many he had prescribed.
It's
It
ridiculous.
was like it was multiples per
ridiculous.
day.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
this
Probably with
knocked me out.
refills. You know
And
what
it
I
was
mean?
it was funny because I was in my
Like
20s
crazy.
at a time where my tolerance for alcohol was very high.
Right.
Drink a 30 pack
Interfered
and
with
have
his
no.
drinking.
Well, you could drink like a 30 pack with friends and be like coherent and
Mm-hmm.
not black out, and then you have I had one pill and I literally slept for 26 hours.
that's
It was like it was crazy. to
Gift
me.
right from God, though. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, I was
That,
lucky that I
that
had that
generation,
Yep.
too.
non-tolerance for
it was that whole generation.
That whole generation, my sons and their friends, they lost so many
Mm.
friends to overdoses, and my niece is incarcerated, and we have people that we helped get into recovery that are incarcerated, and it's a miracle that my two boys made it through that and they're okay, but they still have friends that struggle.
Mm.
They have a lot of friends that went through the same program they did, the Plymouth House, yeah, in New Hampshire, and did the 12-step program. And, for my middle son, I think it's going to be 14 years, February 26th. And for my oldest son, I think it's going to be 13 years. And we helped other people get into it, but there are so many, that whole generation. So they are 39 and 40, that age group.
Yeah.
42.
There are so
No,
many
it's,
of
it's
them.
like a lot of it right around that time.
Yeah. And it was so easy to get
Yep.
all the stuff, all the drugs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. It's just,
I think about I'm 42. My senior year, 9/11 happened. How many of my peers joined military and went to war? And I mean, even then, when they came back, there wasn't a whole lot for PTSD. I mean, we mentioned
There
Just
wasn't,
now,
yeah.
right.
Quiet
It's like-
Corner Peer Support
Right,
Group.
God
Right.
bless
I
them.
mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yep. Just to be able to talk about it.
yeah.
right.
Okay.
right,
You know.
Yeah,
How,
yeah.
how can you go through that and be okay?
Oh gosh.
yeah.
It's a lot.
Anywho, that's
Kyle, read another card.
What's your favorite color?
Or Jen. I don't know who hasn't read one in a while.
Mine is kind of funny. It's like, did you ever play hooky or cut class in school, Kyle?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
I did it once.
Both. Yeah.
I got in trouble.
I did it. We went to Boston and we actually saw my friend's dad at Quincy Market. He yeah. I mean, he didn't see us, but
Oh.
yeah, he was like a VP of some insurance company there, and his building was like right next to it. Went there every day for lunch. I'm like, why did we even come here? Yeah.
Bad choice.
What is that?
Read that again.
The
I
front of
think
your
I'd like to
brain's
answer
not
that.
really like
What
formed
was it?
when you're a teenager.
Did you ever play hooky or cut class in school? Yes, you
Okay. So this is
did. You were like smoking in the bathroom.
yes.
But she was at school, Jennifer.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
she was
She
kind
made the she made the attendance.
So this was, I believe, during Lent
Oh my gosh.
at my Catholic school in upstate New York, St. Mary's Academy of the North Country. My mother-in-law hates when I tell this story in public because it embarrasses her, even though she loves me dearly. But anyhow, so I said to my friends, because we all started smoking and we love to smoke.
These are so pretty.
Oh, the kids made
It's
those.
pretty.
I think Riley made those.
So I said, why don't we do this? When the class walks out to go up the stairs and go across the street to the church, we'll dart into the bathroom. So that's what we did. And then the rest of the class walked up the
How
stairs.
old were you?
I was in high school.
Okay.
So
Love to smoke. I'm thinking 8.
Listen, dude, I grew up in New Hampshire, so.
I
Worse than the Adirondack-
I want to say
Adirondacks.
probably 10.
Cigarettes are still tax free.
Live free or die.
That's
the motto.
Love the motto.
So I remember now it was Ash Wednesday. So
Oh my gosh.
I know.
The wrong kind of ash, you know.
Well, so this is what we did.
Just wait.
So they went to the mass, and we went inside the bathroom downstairs, and we smoked cigarettes for the 45 minutes that they were in mass.
What kind? I don't know why.
Lucky
I'm
Strike.
fascinated.
No.
Palm.
Okay, I started off.
Filtered,
I did
non-filtered?
actually start off at non-filtered Lucky Strikes because that's what my dad
Yeah.
smoked. But that's not. I think we're doing Marlboro then.
Ooh.
Marlboro, yes. There was a
I
lot
have no
of.
idea.
Virginia Slims, nothing.
Never-
Never smoked a
They didn't
cigarette?
take-
Never had a cigarette.
And
in
you
my
know
life.
what? They had so many Marlboro commercials. You remember all those
Marlboro
commercials?
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
They had those cool jackets and
Yeah.
all that. Well, anyhow, so we did the Marlboros. And when we were out without our uniforms, we would wear jean jackets and put our Marlboros in our jackets and stuff. Anyhow, we hear them coming back. I go, quick, put our cigarettes out. Take the ash and put it on your forehead.
Pop back
Wasn't
in
out.
line.
Burnt the three.
You know what? I
Pop
did
back
actually.
in line. No one had it.
Here they are. Open the door. Get in line with them. Walk back to class.
Oh, that's actually
I did
pretty
for my
brilliant.
eye-
Yeah, that's
Eyelashes.
genius. You didn't even get in trouble.
No.
No, we didn't get in trouble at all. And we had the ashes, which I think lasted a lot longer than the other ashes.
It's like burned.
Right.
It's a
So
scar.
don't tell anybody that.
Oh,
That's
no.
Yeah.
That's on the podcast. It's out there for the world.
Put that
We're going to edit that out.
But so there you go. You can be this wild, rebellious teenager.
Well, when we
and-
were kids, like my friend's mother would send us to the store to get her cigarettes.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did that.
And
Well,
they would-
not my mother.
they
but
would sell them
my
to
friends.
us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
We were like,
Yeah.
you know, why not?
Built character back then.
Yeah.
Kids are soft
We just
today.
went in.
Time.
We were of the generation where you just went in and got the bread and milk while the car was idling outside. You know,
Oh yeah.
parents would send you into the local Cubbies. But my mom told stories about how she would go into the Putnam candy shop to get the Dutch vanilla cigars from my grandfather.
Oh,
As
Oh,
a
yeah.
Kid, as a kid,
No,
same
as
thing.
a
Cars
kid,
idling.
yep.
Get out there and get my cigars. You know. So,
Those were the
You
days.
had kids for a reason.
I know it.
Schlepping stuff around.
Those were the days. No, I was a bad kid too. I was. We were kid smart. I got kicked out of chemistry one time. It was chemistry though.
I like chemistry.
It's horrible. Is that like I don't see? That's
you weren't
why-
going to make any
This
math.
is
I
No, and it
don't
was
see any
like,
success in this.
no, not at all. I was like, this is not.
Well, then you weren't that bad a kid.
Mr. And his name was Mr. Norin.
Oh,
It was,
Was
and he
it
was
really?
the smartest man, but he couldn't like. It was like he was so smart, but he was like talking way above us. And I was just like getting nothing out of the class. And I think it was, this is funny. So I think it was Wes DuPont. It was like Mike's brother.
Oh.
And we didn't really
Big
hang in the same
donator.
crowds, but like he was asking me something, and I was like, obviously I didn't know. So I was like, I don't know, whatever. And then he was like, you two out. I was like, are you kidding me? So then we both got kicked out of class, and Wes was like, are you going to the office? I'm like, I'm going to the office. No.
The office is for suckers.
And that's like, and I wasn't really like no, I wasn't really like a full-on like rebel, but I just, didn't like to do what people told me to do. I guess I
Including
still
me.
don't.
I think that's the
Yeah.
definition.
I
Can
know
you
it,
do
I
this
know
and
it.
this?
I know, I
don't
guess it
think
is.
so.
efficient. I was just like, no, I'm not doing any of those things. No, thank you.
So what'd you do? Did you go to the bathroom, smoke a cigarette? With
I know it.
St. Mary's, and she's 13 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So no.
But we would have if we had hung out together. it
Oh
would've
my
been-
God, yeah.
And Jen would have been like, I'm not hanging out with them. Jen liked chemistry, so
I did like chemistry. I'm
Didn't-
pretty sure I didn't cut class.
see,
Wow.
Wow.
What a good girl you were.
Play
that's a good
hooky.
girl.
Because I think I was fearful of what my parents would do.
Oh.
Fearful.
So
Yeah.
fear is your motivator.
Yeah.
Might have been. There were I
But
don't
in this
know,
case,
like,
that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like even
well-
just like it's just like my grandparents was like waste not want not like
Yeah.
you
Oh,
like,
that's me
food
now.
on the food you took like you ate every single bite
Yep,
of it.
I
Right.
was raised that
I
way.
don't,
Right.
you know, you don't get up from the table until you finish what you have, and you're, you know, because that was, you know, like just, you know, you not everybody had everything, so it was like you're gonna
Yeah.
eat all that food, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess I didn't think it was a.
So were you?
I didn't think it was an option to like skip class.
That's so
Well,
sweet.
it's not really an option.
I didn't
Just
know
want
you
to squeeze her cheeks.
I didn't know we could lie to these people.
Was she a goody
so
two shoes?
horrible.
Huh?
Was she a goody two shoes?
I think
do you
so. Yeah,
I just
for sure.
I just
I didn't
followed
know
the rule.
But I don't think she even know. It's good. We need people like you in the world.
Yeah, you balance them out.
It's all about balance, like Dad said. So.
I didn't know that was an option.
And this is why I think we all get along so well. For real. Like, because Jen's like,
mean,
that's not the rule.
We did
And
like
me and Gina
senior
are like,
ditch day. We did like a senior ditch day. Does that count?
No, everybody.
That's everybody.
They can't get us all if we all go.
Okay, then probably not.
Oh.
Probably didn't
Yeah,
cut class.
I remember
I'm pretty sure my sister did a lot.
I,
My
I,
sister was the exact
Were you
opposite.
Are you? She's younger, or?
Oh yeah, she was 3 years
Oh,
younger.
so you felt that sense.
So
of,
you're
like,
the older one.
oldest.
Yeah.
So you
I
did
was too,
nothing to
though.
break in your parents, and then your sister got in
Oh,
trouble.
oh, my sister rung my parents through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was me.
For sure.
That was me too.
You were in your parents.
Yeah,
were
I was a middle child. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Me too.
I thought
I mean, second out of 10. Is that
it's not the middle child.
No, I was.
You can't be part of this group.
I am.
She just wants to fit in. Matt wants to share something.
I was just thinking, like, I'm grateful. My mom kind of treated us like adults when we hit 16, and it was kind of like our decision. There was like a sanctioned day where I was like, hey, some buddies are bringing me to Wachusett to go snowboarding, so we're
And you're like
skipping
waiting for it.
school. And that was fine. We all stayed over, and then they brought me up and they put me on I had never been. They gave me an old snowboard of one of the guys. I was in the middle of the ski lift. They basically held me up as we got off the ski lift,
Oh,
which
good
was one of the
Lord.
hardest things. And then we went down,
Oh my god.
and it was definitely trial by fire. Like, this is how you snowboard.
Snowboarding
Wow.
is not easy.
And then we went down, and that
No,
was it.
no,
And then
no.
that's how I learned. And then there was another day where
Did they throw you in the pool to teach you to swim too? That's a thing.
if I wasn't one of the stronger swimmers, my buddies would have definitely done
I
that.
mean, your parents. It's like, I think that's what Ariel's father did. He threw her in the pool. I'm like, I don't think they do that anymore.
We grew up with pools, I will say that.
Yeah, we did.
But they kind of got bigger as we got bigger too, the pools. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
Mm.
there was another day where my buddy and I were like, "Oh, we're just gonna skip today." It was their senior year or whatever, and instead of getting ready, we got ready like we were going to school, but then we just went to McDonald's for breakfast, and then we went back to the house and we were watching a movie, and then of course I get a call from my mom at work, and she goes, "Did you not go to school today?" And I was like, "No, we kind of." She goes, "Did you not think they were gonna call me?"
Hadn't really
Like,
thought it through.
And then
I think
every
that was what I was worried about, like the phone call and being
Right.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, now I have
And
to
then-
explain myself." Like,
Right.
I don't
And
have a
then
good excuse.
we get back to school the next day. So this kid that I caught with, we were in the same class all through the whole day. Everything. It was like the worst day to cut. Like they were like, "Oh, if you were here yesterday, you would have known." Like every class had like a to be continued lesson.
Right.
We were like totally blind, and we were like, "I guess we shouldn't have just cut school." Like, it was dumb.
A
Like
good
that was
lesson.
kind of like. Okay, so the other one was like multiple people. We were all, and I was going to learn how to snowboard. I guess that made it okay. I don't know. But
Right.
then this particular time was just like, you're just being lazy. You know? That's really what it was.
Right.
You're being lazy. So
feel like it.
Oh,
So yeah, we just like the next day it was like one thing. We said it right in front of the teachers. We shouldn't have cut school today. So,
We had a great time at your mom's party. Yeah, it was a lot
That
of
was
fun.
nice.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
that was fun. Yep, my mom knows how to throw a party.
She does. Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
So for those of you who don't know, she threw her 70th birthday party where she raised a lot of money for
She did.
For
A
us.
couple of organizations.
For us,
Yeah.
different
And,
charities.
Yep.
For
Westfield Congregational.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do a lot of outreach. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun time.
So
Do you want to ask us any more questions about the pantry now that we know what terrible children we were?
I mean, we've touched on.
Boring. Just kidding. It's like our passion. We're like,
It is our passion.
I mean, like
Spend
part
so
of
much
this
time talking about it.
podcast. It's great these cards because now like we get to know you more, and that was
Yeah.
kind of like the bigger idea of the podcast.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
because anybody can talk about what they're passionate about. And
Right.
we
but
can,
sometimes that root
we
that
can
what do
promote
they
the
call
business
that?
as
like
much
a
as we could,
your
but-
origin, your story of origin,
Yeah.
or
And it-
whatever. Is
but it also, yeah, it makes you more human and like, hey, you know, like donate or frequent this local business. that
Right,
kind of
or
thing.
don't
Like,
go
we just-
there.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I definitely don't know any specifics, but I like, yeah, leave it up to the viewers. Like, if you think somebody's lying or they don't really hold that bar that they're talking about, that level of service, then you know now, or you might be able to read them better. I don't, you know what I mean?
Could be, yeah.
Because we definitely don't critique from this side. I just,
No.
Nope.
I want people to just think locally.
Kyle just lets people talk.
before
Nah.
they go.
As long
Yeah,
as
we
it's
Miles
PG,
is-
PG-13,
Yeah.
you can, we'll go on as long
Right,
as you want.
yep, say what you want, and then you know, it's to me. I feel like it would be insanely hard to lie for an hour or 2 hours about what you do. You know what I mean? Like if
I do, and I think right. Well, I just
I don't know who.
I
would
mean,
do that.
pathological liars can do that.
maybe I've never met
What
one.
they do. It's literally their.
no.
I just feel
How
like when
many
you
of them are in Danielson, Connecticut, or Brooklyn, Connecticut?
to me, when you go off on these tangents, especially what these cards are bringing us,
Oh, yeah, you would
like
catch.
you can see the authenticity in people
Right.
versus where there's not, and
can
then
go
but it also
wine, get
gives
more
our
of that.
viewers that
It's
right
nice
to judge.
to know that we're flawed. Like, you know what I mean? That's the thing, because I think sometimes people like, you are amazing. You're so amazing.
Nobody ever
God,
says that to us.
how you-
Yeah, I've never gotten that conversation.
But
for
we
sure.
do, like, and I think that it's
That's
nice. I
awesome.
hope that it's nice for people to see, like, we are flawed, and we are like. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I'm in the shower some mornings, and it's like 4 degrees outside, and we're gonna go feed the poor, and I am not feeling it. You know what I mean? But it takes a while, and then you're like, no, this is what we're supposed to be doing, and
Yeah.
then I go there, and your
You're
faces are there, and we're like, all right, let's
Here
do
we go.
this. You
Yeah.
know?
This-
Yeah,
yeah,
we
and
walked in
so-
the other day, and it was like, what? I don't
So
even know what it
cold.
was, like 12 on Friday. We're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're
Is there
here.
no heat
Yeah.
in there?
No, there's heat.
I
We
mean,
do,
we
but
keep-
what difference does
but
it
we
make?
keep the windows
The
open.
windows open to get the
doors
food out.
open,
Yeah,
The
people are in,
doors
people
open
are out.
in the doorway. You know,
No,
I mean, the
windows are
heat's
in,
on
windows are out.
if you want to crawl near it.
You gotta lay on the
If you're in the office with the door closed, that's
Yeah.
not
Oh, is that where you usually are?
no.
She does have her own
I have
heater.
my own office
Heater.
with a portable heater
There are
that I
specific
very
warm
guiltily
spots.
Yeah. This is what she listens to her phone messages.
Someone's got to listen to those messages from
Yeah.
Gloria.
Oh, good.
But,
God bless
but at
Gloria.
the same time, like, I mean, you just, like you said, you get there and you're like, all right, we got this.
Yeah,
This is
and
what
then
we're
you
doing
remember,
today.
and then something will happen, and you'll be like, "All right, I'm
Yeah.
glad we came today."
And we're just,
And I had the babysit
smile,
on
yeah.
Friday, so
But-
I was just so happy to be able to just take it off and let you guys do it, and just know that. I think in the beginning
They
when-
were so cold, and I was in my recliner.
Yeah, near the fire. I'm so happy about that.
But
See, I never should have shared how much I love them.
Oh, I love a good recliner.
But you know, the thing is, I am older than they are, and I am. I should be
You know,
allowed to.
you are a middle child, so
I-
that is.
older and the middle child.
I
blows
will-
keep coming.
I feel like I bring this up with every charity, every volunteer, but like every volunteer kind of needs a protege, and it's good that you can take days off. It's
Yeah.
like the same as work. Like the world kind of has to go on without individuals.
Yeah.
As crass as it is for an employer to say to an employee, like, anybody's replaceable. But, like, when it comes down to it, you kind of want to make sure you're replaceable so you can take a break.
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it isn't throughout all the years, it wasn't always like that. And it's really, whoops, sorry.
I don't know. That's a new
That
sound.
was
I
a
haven't-
loud
It's
sound.
like music. It's like a harp.
Leave it to a middle child.
I think it,
I
it
want some of this.
it's all about kindness. And I knew that I could just stay home because
Well,
don't you
and-
think you had enough?
You're not my mother.
Hey, I'll put up with the occasional F-bomb on this bench,
No shaming.
but we are not shaming
No wine
alcohol. No alcohol shaming.
I was kidding.
No alcohol consumption
kidding.
shaming.
Because she always says that. Because sometimes, like, you're the mother. I know you don't want to hear that because you're only like a little older than I am.
13 years.
But who's counting?
I'm gonna be a young
But
mother.
I just say that she's the mother. I listen. I love my mother, and she's gone, and like she was a good mother. But like sometimes I feel like this creative part of me and the part that you are is like what I was always looking for in a way. You know what
Aw.
I mean? So, and Jen's
I love
just the
that.
piece that of the puzzle that keeps us going forward. Otherwise, we'd just be like. Jen's like back to work.
No, but we all like you said, we all complement each other, and
do.
it's like it works. Where the sense of like Jean can say, "Hey, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take care of the grandkids. I'm not gonna say those kids because
kids.
Oh my God,
Like-
those kids just left. Let me tell you what they did.
but like you have the opportunity to do that because like at like this stage in life, like that's what you should
Right,
be able to
right.
do. Like you should be able to enjoy that. Like I mean, my kids are only in college. Don't have kids yet.
Those
which
kids
is-
are in college.
My kids are in college and they're loving it, and that and at some point in my life, like I'll be at that stage where I'm like, I want to be able to enjoy that. So like enjoy it. Like
And that's the whole thing. It's like, oh my
Why
God, I have to
not?
babysit on Friday. They're like, that's okay, take
oh
it off.
gosh, yeah.
They probably jumped to answer messages in the heated office.
Yeah.
Oh, Mindy
Fired up
totally
the heater.
Mindy
And
was
I
in
did
the
all the
office a
grunt
lot.
work.
It doesn't matter because you can't read her writing. So it's like,
Maybe we should donate some blackberry brandy so they can stay warm.
Right.
Definitely took one for the team in the office
Oh my
on
gosh.
Friday.
listening to my messages from Gloria. But the point I want to make,
And
I
this
do
is
want to
what-
make this point.
Okay.
And the point is that
The recliner.
it's no. Look, there wasn't a lot of reclining with those two. Okay, with
Not a lot of reclining.
Josie and
no.
Timmy, let me tell you. But the fact that I know that they have kindness, they have big hearts, and it's because I've been a part of it. And Jen is at the window, and she has a cheerful face, and she's just.
Incredible hair.
Great hair.
As a matter of fact, we had a client that wasn't happy
Don't be
with her, and
jealous,
she
Pat.
called and said, "You know that
Too late.
blonde?
Blonde one was mean
That
to me.
blonde one."
I could take it.
All right. But and then we have Mindy who's on the front door, and she has just like kindness dripping from her face.
I
And
do.
it's
I
just-
mean, it's like
She
yeah.
does, because
I
no
love
matter
the
what
people.
comes out of their mouth, and she's like, "This is my favorite day in the whole week is to be here," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, I got that recliner."
I know, but you just got my backstory in the shower where I was like, I don't want to do this.
But it was just such a relief and a joy that I had that extra time with the kids
for
on
sure.
Friday, and then but I knew that all the people in the town were taken care of. It's so nice. It was so nice for me.
All 8 of them. Because it was really slow that
so
day.
cool.
Kind of like our viewers, huh?
It wasn't
Hitting a
free, but I
high
mean-
five right now.
Nice.
But even
Shout out to our families.
like I always think about like I mean we definitely have like some clients and people and like guests that come to us and like they literally like as soon as we open the door they're like, what can we help? We want to help you put
They
up
help us to
tables.
yep.
We want to help you
Yeah.
do this. We want to help you do that. It's like because it's like they kind of know that we're just okay this benefits them, but at the same time, like they're not immune to being like helpful, like because they want to give back for they're grateful for what they get,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and so it's kind of like, you know, as soon as they're like, oh, do you want me to help with the tables? I'm like, sure, here you
Yeah,
go,
too.
like why
Come on.
not,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
just you know, just like it is, it feels like a family, and you. The amount of time and like I don't know, somebody the other day was like, oh Jen, you remember everybody's name, and I'm like, I just because like they come to us and they tell us their stories.
Who
and
doesn't like to
we-
have someone remember you
And
by
it's
name
like,
either?
you know,
Or
and-
change their name, like Betty Joe.
I wish I was better with names.
So many Betty Joes.
Yeah.
I'm really good with
My
names.
husband's horrible with names, but at the same time, like, but he was always like, okay, what is their name? Like, it's like, you know, some people have a knack for it, and I mean, he read like 3 or 4 books.
I know his problem because I have the same one.
He-
We don't listen.
He,
We don't repeat it. We look you in the eye. Nice to meet you, and then we forget.
And you're like, I'm gonna call you Sharon.
He's tried. Like he's read so many books on how to do it. Like, and he's just like,
Just-
I so tried. I've tried.
You
tried,
have
I've
to
tried, I
you
just
look
can't
at them
do
and
it.
connect them with something.
I don't know what it is.
You have to repeat their
really.
name.
The name
Yeah.
doesn't, to me, doesn't connect. It's their story. So I can remember
Sometimes,
faces and storylines. That's like everything. Like I had clients when I worked for Niantic Awning, and I would tell the guy,
Oh, you
I'm
do
like,
awnings?
I did.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
that's
was
on our
looking at
list.
them.
We
That's on
need
our
an
list.
awning.
That was a company I was
Yeah.
looking at. All right, never mind.
So
Okay.
anyway,
different,
For the table, we need
different,
the awning
different,
for the
different,
table.
different.
but like we
so
would
anyway.
take awnings down in the fall, and then we put them back up in the spring
Oh.
for all on
What's
the
your number?
coastline, high end.
Oh, we got his number.
But like, if people told us their story, like I would remember it year over year and their face, and I'd be like, "Oh, this is the one that works for so and so," you know, and this and that. And my partner at the time, he was just like, "How do you remember that?" I was like, "I don't know. How do you remember their name?"
Yeah.
He's like, "It's on the paper."
But that's the thing is like, I mean, we're, you know, like, I mean, there'll be plenty of times it's like Mindy and I will both be like, you know the name, I don't remember.
No, and it's
or
like,
like, or it's like, oh wait, no, it's that. It's like, I mean, it.
and I won't. I will try very hard to like. I'll come back inside and I'll be like, "Who is that out there? I can't remember their name." Like we
But
gotta
here's
like.
the trick I used to do when I only did the door once in a great while, but I was like, can you spell your name for me?
Or sometimes I'll say, "What name is your family under?" Like
Bill,
if I'm really
B-I-L-L.
stumped, I'll say, "You know, what is your family under?" or whatever. But people love it, except
Yeah.
like Nancy and Sharon. They don't love it because they're the ones who I always
Oh,
get them
you always get them wrong,
transposed.
but
like,
yeah.
Well,
I thought you
sh-
called
I
them
mean, you're
Betty
calling
Joe.
them by the wrong
Shit.
name.
They look alike. So.
but every once in a while, I'd be like, that one's
So Sharon sent us a Christmas card and literally put in
she
it
did.
and said,
She
"It's
loves
not
us.
Nancy
She's-
Sharon Lindy," because I always used to
She's
call her
what,
Nancy.
the one on Facebook that always
Sharon
gives
likes
us encouragement.
she could be one of the 5.
She is probably listening right now.
Hi, Sharon.
We're down to 3.
Oh.
You know why?
Come on, guys.
That's because Harmon's waiting outside for you. He
It could be.
unhooked.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at us
Oh,
go.
did you guys have a time limit?
Oh, I mean,
We
do,
don't.
Well, we
but-
do have a DD, so.
Every year they bring a DVD.
Why not? Because we're responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about how there's no Ubers out here.
There's no Ubers.
There's
yeah.
more.
There's
now.
a couple.
There's more
There's
now.
a couple in this.
There used to
Yeah,
be
we're
like
Nine
gonna have to
o'clock,
wait
8
till
o'clock at night.
11 o'clock to get from the car.
I know.
And
They-
are they good Ubers? Like I
No,
don't.
I don't care about that. They have a
Oh.
car.
And
And
that'd be something to get in an Uber and like they'd be drunker than you.
It's a nightmare.
I'm all about the way.
That would be
Yeah.
a Northeast Connecticut thing, though.
It's been one too many like wrong way
Definitely.
drivers lately,
Oh,
like on
yeah.
the
Oh,
highway.
yeah.
It's just
Oh,
like
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I had nightmares last night because I thought I was gonna have to drive. And I
well,
was
that's why
like,
you got to go with
can't
1
drive.
5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go anything less than 5 stars. Oh, out here, I don't know what
all
it's
two
like.
of them.
Yeah, we got 1 1/2 and 1 3/4.
Let's
Which
do
one?
it.
I don't even have the app. I have no idea.
I
don't
only
do
download it when we go to Florida, and then I'll take it off. I don't have a need for
I
it.
have
My
Uber
kids use the
Eats.
Waymos.
Waymo? Oh,
Waymo.
they're in California.
Yeah, no, Arizona.
Boo.
In
Yeah.
Boo. Boo.
He doesn't like AI or any
AI.
Oh, I
artificial.
don't
Oh,
either.
he
You want to
loves it.
find happiness, you find your usefulness.
Uh,
AI is taking away usefulness.
I agree.
Okay.
It's
would
true.
agree
I
with that.
swear I was watching a
But
commercial
from
the
a
other
safety
day.
standpoint,
Blah.
I was like,
Waymo's crashed too.
not no from like
Well, you can't not gonna be kidnapped.
Waymo's
Well-
crashed too, and they don't let
Waymos
you
aren't
out until you
drinking
get to
either.
your spot.
Well, yeah, but I also it's like I mean, just as a like, I mean, my boys are boys, but
I
was
love
like,
this conflict.
But I also love the idea that like if I was like a single female in college and I didn't want to get into like a random car,
Yeah,
like
but-
an Uber car, that would be scary to me.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'd
they
rather
they,
get in a- I'd
they
rather get in a
track you.
driver's
So I'm
They're
gonna
gonna know where you're
suggest
buried.
that everybody take a lesson at
Get me the-
Team Squared in Brooklyn here. From Ron Kiltica, black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, we know him.
You don't have to
True
worry
story.
about that.
Okay.
Ron used to actually.
Shout out to Ron. He was here New Year's Eve.
He was.
New Year's
And
here-
he's
Eve
does
episode.
Uber? No.
No,
No.
he's self-defense.
You know Ron.
He teaches
Oh, we're back
self-defense
on the
and jiu-jitsu.
a woman
Ron
alone.
actually.
Like that's what I was
Right
like,
over
I
here
just
at the
like that
gym,
right there,
Ashling
too.
He
Gym.
was our
Yeah.
volunteer.
Oh, was he?
Yes,
Yeah.
he picked up the Stop and Shop meat at a time where he wasn't eating meat. Actually, yep. But then he got so busy with Uber,
Jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Not Uber. No, not Uber.
Sorry.
But he's a
He's
nice
humored
guy.
a
I
lot.
know him from years ago from Heirloom.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah,
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 he
he
used
was
to
a cook
work
at
at
Heirloom.
I like his dread.
Love heirloom.
me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, we should have them on. I don't even.
You should.
You
Wendy?
would love them.
Wendy.
Shout out to
Any of
Wendy.
them.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you
Wendy,
wanna
do you
come
want
on.
to come
Awesome.
on and bring
Definitely
free
come out.
sandwiches
Yep.
to the food pantry?
No.
You don't have to
You don't
bring
have to bring
anything.
anything.
Oh, to the food pantry.
To Jean's
Volunteers.
recliner.
Okay. Enough is enough. I had a very uncomfortable chair prior to that recliner, so.
Sorry.
Hurt your posture.
But,
Was it wooden?
yeah, rattan.
Who even says that word anymore?
What?
All right. What word or phrase do you tend to
Rattan.
overuse?
Rattan.
Rattan.
The R's. Recliner. Rattan.
If you could be guaranteed an honest answer, what would you ask and to whom?
Oh man,
Oh, that's too political. We
that's
can't go
loaded.
there.
That's bad.
Mm.
At what age would you say people are generally happiest? Oh,
We
Yeah.
already had that,
Yeah,
right?
you took my
All
card.
right, so somebody read the bottom one and not the other two political ones. Thank you.
Yeah, me.
And nothing has to be political.
No, you can make
Yeah.
it what you want.
Yeah.
Who was your idol when you were growing up?
Me.
Superman.
Sean Cassidy.
I don't even know who that is.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, Wonder Woman. Oh my God, Linda Carter. Yeah,
Oh,
for
She
sure.
was amazing.
Or the Bionic Woman.
I think
I
mine
watched
was
Wonder Woman more.
Linda Ronstadt.
I love Linda Ronstadt. You guys
Christopher
are all
Reeves,
like
Superman.
I
I
mean,
do love
like, yeah,
Superman.
you just wanted to be like a helpful person
Yeah.
and like amazing.
And the fact
How
that
about
you
you,
could
Kyle?
fly didn't
I
hurt.
don't think I had an idol. There's nobody I like.
That's why you're so lost.
Not
Little child.
Uh,
That's
Finally,
such middle
I'm not
child.
lost. I'm raising you.
He knows right
and
where
have
he is.
zero answers to my questions.
So does every other parent.
You know, I'm just thinking about. I know before we came on, we watched the people that were here before us. 3 years ago, we did it. So if Brooklyn Cares watches us to see how what we did to see, so they know how to behave.
Yeah, they'll do the opposite.
Or they're going to
perhaps.
be like, we got this. We got this. Don't worry,
They're
girls.
gonna be like, I think they need more help than we thought.
But I think that when we, what?
What?
Have you ever achieved one of your New Year's resolutions? Dry January. Yes.
Was
See?
that a New Year's
This
resolution?
is Jen.
I
Oh,
honestly, I did dry January a few years back, and I gained. Nothing.
You felt awful, right?
No, I was fine. But if I get
did
rid
you
of
gain weight?
no, if
No.
I
Gain
get rid of
nothing.
if I get rid of alcohol, it doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Like I
You become more depressed, though.
no, I don't know.
I have
It's-
been reading more books too, though. So that was my
That's
other
I'm an avid reader.
Because
reader
you're listening to
anyhow.
books before, and that's
I
not
used to-
great.
Yeah.
I mean,
I-
it's not great, but it's like I think
Reading
active
stimulates
of
your mind.
reading and like stopping
What did
and reading.
Kayla
is
say she
important.
read? Remember when we were talking about this? I had no idea, but she puts them all in an app.
Yeah,
So she doesn't read the second
Goodreads.
one. Goodreads, yeah.
Goodreads.
Wasn't it like
Goodreads?
30 books in one
Oh,
year?
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
when
Oh,
she
it's
told us?
insane.
So we were all
I read
like,
2
astounded.
last year, and
Right?
I did continue them into this year a little bit.
So I actually listened to 34 books
Okay.
last
Wow.
year. and read one hardcover.
But
book.
I've listened to hundreds of podcasts.
I
Doesn't
love
make me
podcasts.
a reader.
Like, you know.
So like I was like I listened to a lot of stuff, but I was like I think I actually have to physically.
Yeah, it doesn't.
read
You don't
a
get the exercise in your
Yeah.
brain that
Yeah.
that helps with the cognitive
No, I'm like
effect of it.
cleaning like,
Right.
my house as
And
I'm
my argument
doing
against
stuff.
AI is there's already significant cognitive decline to
Oh.
people who use Chat GPT for even simple tasks. It's
Yep.
like that creative writing, that creativeness is such a
Yeah, but
big
I don't
thing.
have the
I'll write my own
creativeness.
email.
My work
Right.
emails get all rewritten by them to make them more
Oh
professional.
no, Kyle.
Yeah.
Don't
Like, I
do
make
it.
them-
And
It's
this is who
encouraged.
is raising me.
Wow.
We are full
Rebel.
steam ahead in AI.
You gotta
Pretty
be a rebel.
soon, I won't even be here. It'll be a robot just helping you.
That's
That'll
really
probably be you
sad.
at your work.
Yeah, I'll have a
But I won't-
iPad of
I
my
won't
face.
replace you.
I will have to say though, after I was like, oh, I want to read in bed, but all of my lighting was terrible, so I had to like buy like 5 different like headlamps and reading concepts.
You know what I bought?
Welcome to your 50s.
I bought a Kindle
I bought 3 of
because
them.
I can turn down the brightness of the Kindle.
Oh no.
But
no
so I
Kindle
still
for me.
felt
No,
like
I
that
can't
was.
I
either.
gotta hold the book and
So
smell
like
me
the
too.
Kindle
Yeah.
and
Smell
like
the book,
the
yeah.
You gotta spill
I
your
felt
That's
like
how
that
my
was
whole
the
house is.
backlight,
Still need
and that was
books.
still
Yep.
like the using
Love
of
it.
electronic
Yeah.
devices. So I
Well,
was
you
like,
could-
I just wanted to.
My husband goes through so many
Yeah.
books. He had to go to the bookstore the other day. Came home with
Who,
a
Jimmy
huge bag.
Wiggles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he goes there all the
Nice.
time, and he probably reads, I would say, 4 books a week. Yeah.
So when we go to the Killingly Library, my daughter, the rule is I don't care how many books you've ordered or asked them to find for you, you do not leave this premise without 5 books.
Wow.
She's
Yeah,
that much
tough
of a
dad.
reader.
Love that.
That's awesome.
I can't bring her every day.
No, that's true too. Oh, that's
It's like
so that'll keep
you
her
got
awake.
it.
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh wow.
I was
Good for
like,
her.
you got to take 5 books.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Otherwise,
Are there any books left? She reads so much.
Oh, there's so
and
many
it,
books
she's
out there.
constantly in the young adult section too. So
Has she been to Jimmy Wiggles?
where
Ports
is
and
that?
Pas-
I've never.
Oh,
Ports
right
and
on-
Pastels?
yeah. We've been
Downtown?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
we've
yeah,
been
she
there.
could get like my husband buys books like probably once a week there and orders them
Yeah.
and buys them from Target and Amazon and whatever.
We have an aspiring minimalist in our family
Oh.
that doesn't allow a lot of stuff to come in.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Oh,
if you can get
Who
it for
is
free at
that?
the library, why would you buy it?
Yeah.
right. That's true.
I always forget
So-
that piece.
Because then when you eat spaghetti and you drip it on your book and you own it,
it's all good.
Yeah.
because I love to eat and read, but not in my white recliner though.
No, I usually read when I get my pedicures and then when Frankie's taking a nap. So like a couple.
You've said that before.
Oh,
I'll
here's
get
the
a
pedicure story after
Oh
the
my
recliner
God.
story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
come
Well,
on.
We're a bunch of divas. It seems like but that's not true.
I
That
just
is
read
so
my
not
book when
true.
I'm eating breakfast and
Oh
lunch.
my
but
God.
But you're by yourself a lot
I
because
am-
your
I
husband's
am
in
by- he's in
Boston.
Boston,
So yeah.
but yeah.
But Jen didn't move to Boston
No.
because she stayed to help the needy of
That's
the
right.
community.
I did.
So let's hear it for Jen.
Let's talk about that again.
we don't need to talk about that. Is
But anyway, we're always happy to sit with you guys because it's
Oh, yeah,
very
this is amazing.
authentic. And that's kind of like our deal.
And it
you know.
makes us feel worthwhile.
Yeah. And
Oh,
Jen's like, I feel fine.
Great.
I mean,
I don't know how to respond to that.
I always look forward to this, and I always feel like this is going to be fine because you guys. I mean,
We
you
just
brought
talk.
cards to fill the time.
we just talk.
But
We do talk.
But we can't wait till you guys come on Thanksgiving again.
Yeah, we
Oh,
love
we
that.
we love doing that.
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah,
was late
that's-
today, or late this.
He was. Well, in his defense, it was a weird day because they were leaving for Maine. And
Don't coddle him,
No,
Kyle.
yeah.
You know what?
No,
You're right. He was late, and I did message him about that. Yeah,
don't
you're
give him-
right.
don't
He
let
didn't
him
even park in a parking spot.
I parked parallel to other people who had parked there. I didn't get all the way into the.
So, Abby's like,
I
but we
don't
look-
even remember what made me late. I don't.
We look forward to having
Weird,
you guys
but-
every Thanksgiving.
We
Yeah,
love
and-
having you
because-
And I
That's
feel
fun.
like every year we're like, all right, we're gonna be there longer than one shift.
Well, you can't go away to Maine.
But then I always text you and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. So
And then you're like, yeah, we're gonna.
yeah, and then like
we always make some time.
Yes, you always
I would
make.
just
An
like to-
hour's good. An hour is good enough to be a tremendous
Oh, don't
help.
say the actual
No.
time. It makes us sound like wimps.
I'm
said
just
they're for-
saying.
yeah, that was 50% of the time we were.
so
And Kyle definitely had to like pick up some of Matt's slack.
Oh.
He was a little loud. He was a
Other
little late.
people
He was a
noticed.
little late. It's like Matt's gonna be here. I promise. I got it.
He showed up.
Did you miss prayer?
He did.
Oh,
my God.
That's how late he was.
No, we're not gonna shame you. You're
You
great.
just
feel
did.
ashamed.
I know.
I mean,
No.
if
o-
I felt
only if we
shamed,
let
I
you.
might be embarrassed.
Good for you.
That's what that's what I tell my kids. I'm like, it's only embarrassing if you feel shame.
Exactly.
I love that.
That was actually going to be one of my opening jokes for the comedy thing.
You should use that. I love that.
I'm gonna use that.
We're not talking about our feelings. Not, we can't always give to every charity that comes on the bench, but we did.
This is anonymous, right?
This is anonymous.
Yes, it is. You know
Please
what
do
that
not.
means.
The person who wrote the check would like to remain anonymous.
Anonymous.
For the third year in a row, please don't say her name.
I actually thought about that.
And we also have
Oh,
That's
food
awesome.
donations for you.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. That's amazing.
I wonder who this could be.
Jane Doe.
Oh, thank
so
you very
nice.
much.
Jane
welcome.
Doe
That
is
is
donating
amazing.
again.
We really appreciate her
Jane.
donation. Her
Every year. Every year. Maybe we should just conclude the episode.
It's a good
off
thing
on and-
we don't have a lot of people that watch us.
That's true. That's true.
We get almost 1,000 views per episode.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Ish.
So,
Do we really?
No,
Yeah,
not
after
we.
several
Like,
weeks.
not live.
so it's always
Yeah,
That's
after
good.
several weeks.
always
Yeah.
in
Oh,
post.
so wait,
Yeah.
oh, I see.
People
Okay.
will
Watch,
watch.
and then
Now
we-
they could watch for 10 seconds and move on. They
We
could watch
wouldn't
for
know.
an hour.
I'm sure there's a way to find out, but we wouldn't know.
No.
No. You're not doing it for that.
No,
No.
we don't care.
Yeah.
This is just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
So
not?
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much
It's
fun.
just good to share stories,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
And it's good
Yeah.
to
And
talk
Huga.
about.
If I said that
Whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right. Where's the camera? 'Cause this
Hi.
is like Huga, really?
I got
These-
Pantry.
Brought to you by the people who spell baloney. All right.
Probably is.
Oh,
I believe
man.
that's English.
It's such a hard time with spelling, and then you're gonna tell me this is Huga. Yeah, it's not my fault if I misspell anything ever.
Ever again.
You know, Matt, that's me too. And I also make up words also.
Yes. Oh, cheers. Oh, right. Why are you empty? What's going on here? All right.
I thought it was time for us to go, so I packed up.
Were the lights blinking?
No.
Did you hear me say thanks for watching? No, you didn't.
No, but you told Harmon you were going to be done at 7:35.
I said 7:40.
Okay.
He's enjoying his time outside.
Yeah.
It could be napping, actually.
It could be. That's our
Works
TV.
hard. Yeah.
We love
Which is a
we
good
love
thing because I have 5 lights on in my car that are saying things. I have the hazard. I have.
Oh.
Oh, we're back to that.
I
The
have
electric
Couldn't make the regular maintenance and repairs because she bought a recliner.
And she was in it.
electric blue car.
Yeah.
Electric blue is that
Electric Blue was a strip
and
joint,
a-
wasn't
It's
it?
electric storm blue. It's electric storm blue.
After 10
electric
years.
storm
Electric
blue.
Storm Blue
That was the
sounds
name
like a
of
stripper's name.
particular, yes. We refer
Isn't
to them
that
as
the name of one?
dancers.
And I
Exotic dance.
never won, even though my past was crazy. I was never an exotic dancer.
Hey, no judgment.
Yeah. We don't judge. You
That's a
have
small business.
You have
that
hair
kept
wrapped
people
in twine right now, or
I do. I
thread.
thought it was this.
This is our leader.
Fearless as
We'll
she
follow
is.
her anywhere.
Sure.
Well, I'll tell you, what happened was I was going to my 50th reunion. Oh. In 2024, and I
In
was
the Adirondacks.
in the Adirondacks. Yes.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And the people all looked really old.
By people, she means her classmates.
But like,
And they're not listening.
Why can't we get the classmates to listen? I don't know. We disparage them.
and I said I want to do something really funky, so I had 3 wraps put in my hair to go to the class reunion, and so I
What
thought
year
they-
was it?
3,
24.
No, 24.
1974.
not
No.
2
No.
wraps.
No,
How-
no.
like,
Yeah,
how
but you
many
still
years?
have them
Four
from
reps.
last
Do they
year.
call
Not
it-
in 74.
Oh no, they fell out.
We did 3 wraps, not 4.
But you have
not
them in
2.
now.
14.
Oh yes, because I went to Mexico.
Is this like 50 something?
No.
Yeah,
What
it
is
was
it?
my 50th class reunion. Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is crazy. And that's what I'm telling you. There's
But look at her. Like
there's
she's
all these old
amazing.
people
like,
were
are you
there.
kidding me
She
right
just
now?
went to
That's-
Mexico and got her
I
hair
know.
braided. She's like
I did.
on a spring break.
Exactly.
Adult spring break is a real thing.
and so my friend
Yeah,
kept
that's
coming up to
another
me and
podcast.
going,
That is another
"What is
podcast.
this thing in your
I don't know.
hair?"
Stop.
No, not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm
Oh.
talking about. She kept saying that about my wraps because I had 3 of them hanging down.
And who your friends were like, what are these things?
What is this thing? And then by the end of the night, she goes, "I think I'd like to get these too."
Okay.
Whatever.
Trendsetter.
Trendsetter 50 years later at St. Mary's Academy of the North Country.
How many were there?
Like
Oh, there was a good
1,000.
turnout. No.
15, 20 people?
No. So we had like 95 in our class,
Okay.
and I would say at least 50
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
went
great.
with their spouses.
I don't go. To
I
my
haven't
class.
gone to any.
I haven't gone to any.
No.
It was so
Not
much
one.
fun, and one
you
of the
live in
things
town.
they had was
I
a mass for the
Sure
class
what
of
that says about me.
'74, and it was just a beautiful time. Although I showed up late, unfortunately, I didn't realize. Well, I went to visit a
Fellow
friend.
latecomer.
So I went to visit my friend in the way up in the Adirondacks that I met from Indian Lake, New York, and I met her in Houston. And she was a juvenile diabetic, and she had
I don't
actually
know
lost
where-
her
wait.
leg.
Wait a minute. So she went to school with you,
No, she didn't go to school with me. I met her in Texas at my hospital.
and she went to your class reunion?
Nope, she did not.
That's why she was late to the
Yeah,
class
'cause
reunion.
she went to
It was
visit.
late
Oh,
class
okay, okay,
reunion.
okay, okay.
Like
Tried to kill
Gene
2 birds
Ray.
with one
Because
stone.
I
know.
said,
'Cause
said
she
I
was up
gotta
there.
go visit
Yeah.
Dawn because Dawn helped Jay and I.
I
get
remember
together.
hearing
We were
about
all
Dawn.
friends
Yep.
and stuff.
So she broke up your original relationship to then get,
Sorta.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorta. So
She's that girl.
anyhow,
Caleb, please don't trade up. I know they're hearing a smooth story.
so anyhow, I was late for the mass, and I walked into the mass. And I didn't get a chance to change, and I had a Willie Nelson tank top on and
Jeez.
bell bottoms, and it said, "Have a Willie nice
Still
day."
Oh my.
But it was the most amazing mass because the priest talked about it was a very tension time politically,
Hmm.
and he talked about you're all going to be breathing the same breath, you're all going to be breathing the same air, and when you get together, he just like presented us with just this. I don't know. It's just so much love that. What? Why are you laughing?
I was laughing at Jen. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Like, I
Your words are beautiful.
because I was so,
sorry.
I was just so touched by
After
what
COVID,
he
I don't know how
said.
beautiful that was.
Well, it was 2024, and it was just a political time, and he was like preparing us that we're all going to go meet our classmates, not to fight with them, not to talk about politics, but just be kind and loving to each other. And his words really touched me. Even though I was late, I got to hear those things. So, and then afterwards,
That's what Dawn told her.
no, Dawn
I know.
Dawn, I met
I
at
know.
in Houston.
I know.
But she was from Indian Lake, which is way, way up in the Adirondacks, where we used to go camping. It's a small world. Anyhow,
Hmm.
why was I telling this story?
Don't know.
Not sure.
No,
We don't know how you got there.
Oh, my wraps.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Obviously. Welcome to a day in the pantry.
That's what it was. I wanted to look.
Accomplished a lot in
I wanted to look really cool for my classmates, so that's why I had
Wow.
the wraps.
Even at that age, we still want to look cool.
I know, but that's
Mm.
really true. You do want to, and plus, I did.
I will
that
say.
humility comes
Yeah,
out.
you're so humble.
I will say, after growing my hair out for Halloween,
Wait,
Oh, do you want to
what?
tell them that
looked
story?
awful.
Oh
wow.
my God! You could grow
Awful.
your hair then.
How long did that take?
2 months.
Wow.
Do you
It
want?
was-
Do you want to tell them the story about
I
the
wanna
Halloween
hear it.
podcast?
Yeah,
When
well,
they
you can
came-
watch the podcast.
Oh,
We
you
had
can.
the Halloween special had the Brown Brothers Haunting Hour on, and Adam
I
from
heard them
Chubby
on Winnie,
Dog,
actually. Yeah.
and then Adam from Chubby Dog, and I found a horror movie that had this doll puppet with no eyes. It was super creepy, and I figured since Adam told me his biggest fear is dolls,
No kidding.
Why
I
would
was
you
like,
do that?
all right, I'm gonna do this, and it was a character portrayed by John Lithgow, who amazing actor.
Oh yeah.
But the movie was terrible, and nobody saw it except for me. And I literally had to carry the DVD around. Like, this is who I am. But when I got all
Okay.
creepy with the doll, and so I don't
Wait, I'm gonna have to watch this
Jo-
episode now. When
like I
got all-
put it up in the mirror. I mean, up in the camera and stuff. And when we walked around with it, Halloween wise, I got people freaked out with with the
Oh,
doll.
yeah.
Like it was like this puppet doll with no eyes.
you can
like-
no longer
That's
go to
so
Bunny Lane
scary.
trick or treating.
Right, and
banned
but
from
I
the
had
neighborhood.
to look like John Lithgow. I had to grow my hair out because we have similar hairlines. Mine's actually worse. It's more sickly, and
Ugh.
but yeah, I just
When did you do that?
from like
This past
September to October, right?
Yeah.
Like beginning of
Oh,
September to
this
end
You
of
past
had like
October.
long hair.
It
I
was
had-
pretty long. Well,
it
It was
was-
so bad though, to the point that one of the Brown brothers that came on in his head and then again out loud had looked at Matt and thought he was having a really rough year
Yeah.
and did not realize it was
So
part
he
of
didn't-
his costume.
That stuff.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you explained that. 'Cause I just thought you had the roughest year."
Matt
It
needs
looks
a hug.
So bad, yeah. It did. It looks
Oh.
bad, and yeah, we shave our heads for a reason.
So how long did
Good
you
for
grow
you.
your hair?
It probably didn't get very long.
No, like,
No, I did get. I got it trimmed by.
Must have been horrifying.
There are pictures, I believe.
I gotta
A
watch
whole
that now.
podcast.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
gotta watch that. Oh my god.
We gotta see that. We gotta see that.
That's too funny.
Yeah, yeah. I could not wait
Things we
to
do for
shave
laughs.
my head.
I love
I
it.
could not wait to shave my head. It was so bad.
no.
Yeah, but
That's probably like when my kid, like in kindergarten, like had long hair, and then all of a sudden he like
Used scissors.
I trimmed it,
Oh,
and then
you're that mom.
I did. I trimmed it, and then it looked horrible. I sent it to school, and then I picked him up from school, and the aide was like, "So I'm not sure if he got a hold of some scissors today." And I was like, "No, nope, that was all me. I
Oh my
totally,
God.
I butchered his head.
I love that for you.
I did.
I love that for you.
I
Like one thing
butchered-
Jen isn't good
Yeah.
at cutting
No,
hair. Apparently,
cutting hair.
That's the
No,
only
but I
thing.
do actually like. I do cut. I do like.
You buzz it.
No, yeah,
That's
like,
like-
one number,
One level.
one number all over everyone's head. Whoever wants that, I'm good for that.
No
that-
fading.
that level.
No nothing.
Was
So,
he at
yeah.
St. James?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it was Mrs. Yon.
Because we got in big trouble
Mrs.
when Miss
Young.
O was
Yeah,
the principal.
she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, no, that was totally me.
You
I
got in
totally-
trouble
Well,
cutting your kid's hair?
Jamie had a mullet
Funny
and
story.
A mullet?
mullet, yeah, mullet. That was what
Yeah.
it's called, and spiked hair, and a blue blazer. That was so cool.
And that was not allowed?
And then these bell bottoms that
Well,
There's, like,
Saint-
wear
Don't they wear
uniform.
uniforms?
Yeah.
they did, but it was a dress down day.
Oh,
Oh.
and that was
And that
the
was too
last
far?
one they had.
Apparently, she said,
Where does he get
"What is
that
your
from?
mother doing to your hair?" She said, and that was back in like first grade. Fast forward to 8th grade, so we bleached the boys' hair, Jackie, Chris Butler's, Kyle's. We bleached their hair, and then we did streaks and different things in them, and then we sent them to school, and we
Got in
all got
trouble.
letters.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I got a letter.
I can
actually,
imagine.
because they were going to be suspended unless we made their hair go back the regular
Now,
color.
was
Wow.
it also at St. James where they had to do an autobiography, and one of them did it on Kurt Cobain.
Well, that was Jackie. He did it.
Do you guys know who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lead singer Nirvana.
Yes. So
Yeah.
imagine that as St.
So
James.
my son.
he a singer?
Well, sometimes who didn't you know? Sean Cassidy. Come on, guys.
Right.
I don't know that.
Google
So
I
that
knew
was
that.
my son, my middle son Jackie. He did his project on
Kurt
Kurt
Cobain.
Cobain, and it was about suicide.
Yeah. Well,
And they wouldn't let him display it.
no.
And I went to and so the 8th grade teacher okayed it, but she had to go to the dentist because she had a tooth bothering her. So who was it? Mrs. Aldrich took over and said, "No, I'm sorry, you can't have that." And so Jackie let me know that they're not letting him show his project on Kurt Cobain that he worked so hard on. And so I had to go and speak with her.
Eyeballs. They were. Yeah.
I mean, it was on a sensitive topic. It's
Yes.
Not,
I said,
not memorializing him.
No.
right. And it was a sensitive topic, but I said, you have to understand that this happens.
And freelance
people,
journalism was snuffed out.
Right. Once
And it
again.
took us till
Not for lack of
2019 to
trying,
get
not
it back.
For lack
Yep.
of trying on my part. So, anyhow, those are the days.
Those were the days.
Oh, answer to one of the questions. The best years of your life.
Like,
All right.
we're
What do
gonna
you-
let Matt have one more question, and then I think we're supposed to tie this up.
What do you think
So many
about
people-
before you fall asleep? We already kind of covered that. But.
I always pray. I do before I go to sleep, and I thank God for. Oh, it was your question.
Go ahead. No, we can go around and I'll answer it.
You
It does
should start,
depend if
though.
I have had caffeine after 3 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Because before I sleep can be a range of different times.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you don't think about. I always try to think. I do. I thank God about the day, and then I think about oh, I did not nail that.
Those are regrets.
No. It's just and then I think about the things that I'm grateful for or whatever, and I try to and I usually fall asleep as I'm the thoughts are dwindling.
Ugh,
so.
I'm so sad. I'm like, was there anything funny worth writing down? Only journaling I do. No? All right, put on a podcast. We'll find something.
Laughter is the best medicine. So.
Yeah.
True
Yeah.
story.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Gene?
I don't know. I have so many restless thoughts.
We get a lot of odd texts and emails that and I'm like, what?
One,
It'll be
two,
like,
three,
yeah.
four,
I'm like,
three,
what
four,
time was it?
There's a way to schedule emails. But
Yeah.
I have a lot of ideas, and then I'll just text them, and they're like, "What?"
What?
But I
Yeah.
actually, the other night before I was falling asleep, I had this idea about a place in Danielson
Mm-mm.
that you could rent this place, and people could go in that were homeless, and they could get coffee and I would make a big pot of soup or stew, and they could have soup and hang out, but they wouldn't be allowed to smoke.
Okay.
Very
and then
specific.
we could listen to music, and it would be free. The food would be free, and they could hang out on a cold day. But then in the summertime, we would close it so I could go to the beach.
That is
and these are your last thoughts before you go off into
Only
slumber?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, the beach.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go to the beach. But other thoughts I have is I always tell people, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna say a prayer for you. And then when it's time to go to bed, I'm like, oh my God, who did I say I was gonna pray for? I told 5 people, I'm praying for you. I'm gonna pray for you, whatever. So then I'll say,
It was me, Gene. No, I'm kidding.
I'll just say, hey God, so do you think you could just take care of those people I said I was praying for? you know who they are.
There, God.
Because I don't remember.
Come on, you know who I'm talking about.
Can you please cover me? You got my back.
Elbow. Come on, God, you know who I'm talking about.
And he does. I'm sure he does. He knows exactly who you're thinking.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you, Jennifer?
I don't know. I just kind of I think a lot. My brain is always working, but at the same time, I'm always like, all right, I'm gonna like this is what I accomplished today. This is what I'm gonna accomplish tomorrow, and stuff. And
You got me a gratitude journal for Christmas.
I did.
It's still
Just like-
blank.
She gave you a chore.
A little bit. Like,
No.
thank you.
And
But I did. I put it in
I
my,
want to
my
see
bed.
this filled up by.
Yes, yeah.
So, and I don't know. I mean, my husband and I like we started it. We started a couple years ago, but we stopped it. Sorry, it just like failed. But then we restarted it again. It was just like, what are you thankful for? Like one thing you're
Yeah.
thankful for each day.
Nice.
And we kind of just like you just like throw it in a text. You know, it.
Oh, nice.
You know, we throw it in a text to each other, and like, and it's just it's funny things like the things that we were thankful for like 4 years ago when the boys were at home
Hmm.
are like super funny. Like just like it was like, oh my god, I'm thankful that Zachary got a goal today.
Yeah.
You know, in soccer.
That's nice.
You know, and then like so we just started we started like a thankful journal again for like 2026.
Good for
and
you
it
guys.
Was like we were
That's
just
amazing.
like
Maybe you guys should be an act on the comedy. That
Would
comes
we
up
be
next
like-
year.
I know it.
Brian and
What kind
Jen
of
are
comedy
super
would
funny
we do?
together.
Right and who?
Brian and me are super funny.
Are you?
We're not funny, but we're funny with each other because we make fun of each other. But
That's like us.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
I don't know what you're talking about,
Like-
Mr. Cott.
like the married couple. Funny.
Years ago, we were in a marriage encounter, and it's supposed to be people.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
Exactly.
She says that like it's like,
Like
Okay.
Sean
common
Cassidy.
knowledge.
Okay. No, it's people that want to work on their marriage, and then you go to this marriage encounter, and you spend a weekend together talking about your feelings.
Sounds like a
learning
retreat.
tools.
Sounds
Like
horrifying.
it's like a retreat.
Are there other?
Couples
Yes.
there. Yeah, there's
Sure.
other
So it's a
couples
couples
there.
retreat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but it's not really about bonding with the couples. It's about
Right.
bonding with your spouse. And there's no TV. Apparently, we went one time, and I think the Red Sox were in a playoff, so that didn't really work out. And we were supposed to be right. So you write to each other, and then you switch notebooks. But I went to switch my notebook to Jay, and I couldn't find him. He was outside trying to get his phone game.
His notebook was empty.
Why did they start talking about this?
I don't know.
Help me.
Maybe- Where's the question? I
Help
forget what it was.
Help
What do
me.
you think about before you go to bed?
Yes.
No, that
What do you
wasn't
think
it.
about
No, I mean,
No,
that was it.
that was
That was
the
the
question.
question.
But
why did
You went,
Gene
huh?
go this direction?
Why did
No,
you go?
There was a
The world may
point-
never know.
No.
There was a point to this story that I wanted to share with you.
Work on your relationship even when it's good.
Even yeah.
No,
you
I'm
have
just
to.
throwing that
You
out
always have
there.
to work on your relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, you
okay.
have to.
So that's what you do in a marriage encounter. So then after the marriage encounter, you have what's called a marriage circle. And then you go to this meeting with other people that took marriage encounters, and you have a presenting couple, and then you have a
that sounds
question.
miserable.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
It's like no
Introvert
way.
Kyle. How do you, what do you think of
My
this?
husband is going
Share
to
your
that.
feelings
Yeah.
with other people about your relationship.
Yeah.
Well, you only do that when
It's
it's
like
your
you want me
turn
to have a heart
share.
attack.
The rest of the time, you only share with your husband. But a couple has to take a turn being the presenting couple and sharing.
I go to the bathroom at that time.
Okay. So fast forward, all these couples were doing this, and then Jay and I were fighting, and then they nicknamed us the Gene and Jay show because we used to fight all the time. So come to find out, a lot of them got divorced, and we didn't.
We're still fighting.
Well done.
So you were
And-
saying how it was funny. You were saying about comedians. So that's what they called the Gene and Jay show.
Yep.
That's what they were called. Okay, there we go.
Hmm.
That's why I'm so glad I realized
She's
the
thankful.
point.
We're thankful for Jay. Kyle, let's end on your.
Oh, it wasn't what we're thankful for. It's what we thought about before bed.
Yeah, that's how we started.
Yeah.
What were you thinking about before?
You
bed?
have to be sedated
I-
every night, don't you?
No.
Oh,
It's pretty
I-
close.
No. I take cortisol manager, which is a natural.
Sedation.
Yeah. No, it
Dude,
lowers your.
Don't you shame him.
It lowers your. It's not sedation.
I'm
It's
not.
over the counter.
Yeah.
It lowers your. So it keeps your cortizol level
No,
low.
I get that.
I take a
Yeah.
melatonin when I need to. I
Yeah.
get it.
That makes me have
Sit-
wild dreams.
dreams.
People keep saying I've never had
Wild
that.
dreams.
Never had
Love
that.
it. I'm like,
Wild.
ooh, let's see where we go tonight.
I'm like,
Oh, so you take it for a different.
I'm never taking this again. That's what happened.
Anyway.
Afternoon nap. I'm gonna
Go
take
for
a
Kyle.
melatonin. I don't really know what I think about before bed. I just turn the.
He
TV
puts on this podcast.
I actually don't ever. Although I have told you that your voice is like an audio for an
Soothing.
audiobook. It's soothing. Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's like a Matthew McConaughey.
The
Yeah.
Food Network channel is soothing for me.
Matthew
so.
McConaughey soothes you. Yeah.
no, no,
All
that's
right,
like
all
a
right.
voice.
All right, all right.
All right. You did that really
But
well.
there are so many people that like love his voice.
Yeah,
I
all
haven't
right,
done
all
it.
right.
I don't.
but
Yeah.
I don't.
He
do that.
does have a very soothing voice.
He does.
Yeah, I don't really think about anything specific. Yeah,
Do you pray? No.
I do pray, but most of that is done in the morning.
He does that when he's about
Oh.
to meet me. He's
My
like,
first,
"Here, go."
yeah.
Don't let
Well,
Matt
my
kill
first
us
one
today.
is thank you for waking up today.
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
And
you should say
then-
thank you for
Pray.
the-
Oh, it's Monday. Let me make it till
the day.
8 o'clock. Oh,
Through
see?
Oh, you made
I
that.
have a forced encounter with Matt. Please. Through
Human
that.
interaction.
Do you work from home?
I do.
Yes. So when he
Yeah.
is here, he's here against his will.
You
But
That's
are
I-
not
so much
true.
Great
more
deal of
chatty.
pride.
No, you are coming
I
into
didn't
your own.
know that he was an introvert.
Yeah. So if
At first, he was pretty
Have you
quiet.
ever watched this?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
but I
I'll
just
be-
feel like he
I'll
be
only
subdued
speaks
enough.
when he
No.
has.
sometimes it
Some-
depends, but yeah, no. In general, yes.
I-
Seeing people drains me.
Oh, Meg
Like
says
crazy.
that. My
Yeah.
daughter.
And
like
before
her
I met
emotional
him-
battery.
I had no concept of this introvert extrovert.
Introvert, extrovert.
I had
right.
no idea.
You're like
Yeah.
a
Like
puppy.
he told me about it, and I was like, "What do you mean it drains you?" I don't-
Yeah.
So I did grow up where when things were bad, somebody passed away, everybody was together, and that made everything better. And then when everything was good, everybody was together, and that
so
made everything
true.
better.
I
Yeah.
did
So
the
I
same
just
thing.
like assumed everybody on
Everybody
the planet
did that.
was
yeah.
better
You gotta
when
be
there was
together.
a group of
Other
people
people.
around.
Right, right, yeah.
And he has
He's like, "No,
educated
thank
me
you."
thoroughly that
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
not the case.
Yeah.
No.
And
I
you know,
had
my
no
father
idea.
was an introvert, which is very strange because he had 10 kids.
Well, he lives
Yeah,
with your
but
mother.
it's not.
But
Five
that
kids?
was
No, but
a-
see, it's,
Yeah.
with your own family, it's very different. Like I could be around my family the whole time, and it wouldn't matter.
And it's not draining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a different experience.
It's when Matt comes over. He's like, "Yeah, I'm an introvert now."
But
get
and
that.
here's what
Not
happens.
denying it.
And as you age, even if you're extroverted, as you age, it's harder to be your extroverted self and be on because it is draining.
Yeah,
Whereas years ago it didn't use. Well, you're way younger than me. How old are you?
Not feeling that at all.
And how old are you?
he's gonna be like that
42?
his whole life.
I
And
think
I'll be
so.
70.
But you're
Right.
much more. I think you're much
So
more chatty. now.
sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes
It
it's
depends on the day.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
But
did
but
read up on this. Studies show that every extrovert should learn ways of introverting, and introverts
Sure.
should
Yeah.
learn ways
Yep.
or
Of
habits
extrovert.
and there are
Yeah.
episodes that I talk very very little. Just
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
noticed.
there are
I
episodes
noticed.
that I talk more.
Yeah.
I let him run
Leaves
with
me
it.
hanging.
Yeah. Like,
Cards, buddy.
we don't need. Yeah, I don't even have to
We have
talk
cards
anymore.
now. Yeah, you might as well bring AI on. Whatever.
No, this is not AI.
This is not
This is
AI,
not
right?
AI.
Yeah.
But this
No,
sometimes
'cause
it's
this-
good
I'll
for the
never pronounce it the
backstory.
right way again.
You're gonna.
Ooga.
Just call it high G.
No. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
I thought this
That's
was
what I would
soap.
say.
I was like, hygiene? Yeah.
Hey, thanks for this gift. It's really
They want us to smell better.
it's a little insulting.
We're in your basement.
All right. Well, we probably should sign off.
I know.
Oh,
All
this
right.
is so much. Oh,
I
so
do this
thank you
every
so much
day.
for this. I'll give that to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we actually have physical food for you too.
That's so
Thank
nice.
you.
Well,
Um,
this is
We
awesome.
really appreciate
Yes.
that.
thank you for
so
coming on
much.
again. I'm so glad we got to show the
Mm.
public what it's like, in, to some degree,
How
we?
crazy we are.
It's fun. It's fulfilling. It's,
is.
It's amazing the work you guys do.
Thank you.
And thank you very much.
Mark your calendars, November 24th.
November
is when we
24th.
will see you
November 24th.
Yeah.
from 9 to
Whenever.
Hopefully noonish.
11.
Whenever. He said- How do you even know that?
You look at the weather.
Sometime
Yeah.
in
You
the
don't want to
morning.
commit.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about the weather.
Uh,
It's-
You
Sometime
will.
This
in
year
the
we had
morning.
weird circumstances where I had
Yeah.
to go out of state to
But thanks for
close
holding
up the
space.
vacation.
Man, you guys are like two
You and
peas
your
in a pod.
recliners.
There wasn't a recliner next to the fire, but
I believe you did have
Thanks
a
for holding.
fire.
oh, we had fire all weekend. Yep.
Thanks for holding space for us. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what you guys
No,
do
we
every
really
week with
appreciate
people.
First
Love
week
that.
of February, we're gonna spread the love campaign for as long
Appreciate
as
you.
as long as the bench is alive, as
Thank
long
you.
as we don't get canceled, which is always a thing.
Can it be canceled?
Look at Kyle. I don't know. You're making him panic.
I heard anything's possible. Put your mind to it.
We are go-getters.
Yeah, you are.
All
All right.
all
Well,
right.
Oh,
thank you
look what
again.
this says.
Good night.
Grateful,
Grateful,
blessed.
blessed.
Nice,
Oh.
Yeah.
nice. All right.
For the friendship we share. Did you give me this last year?
No, I gave you that.
Oh, you gave me that.
She doesn't even know. It's like she didn't even care about this.
Thanks.
I'm having
Thanks for
fruit
watching,
salad.
everybody.
Okay, it's mainly grapes. Okay, all grapes. Fermented grapes. I'm having wine for dinner. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for this. I'm so sorry.
It's a
Sorry.
beautiful thing. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
All three of you.
The Community Workbench podcast family is promoting the Be the One campaign. It was started by the American Legion in efforts to stop veteran suicide. If you know a veteran, call them. Be the one to check in on them. For more details, call betheone.org. Don't call them. Visit betheone.org. Also, please extend this to all first responders as well. The Quiet Corner Peer Support Group is a great resource for help when dealing with PTSD for anyone. Join us again next Monday night at 6, February 9th, when we interview the amazing folks of Brooklyn Cares Community Center as we continue the campaign of spread the love. If you can, when you can, donate. Any food, any clothing, anything is so much for all of
Except
this-
mattresses.
for all of these food pantries. As always, buy local, hire local, dine local, volunteer local, donate local. Have great days.